Did they win their games so far today?
They won 2 out of the 3. The 4th game is
this one's-
happening right now.
Nice.
Okay,
Yep.
cool,
Nice.
cool. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's merched up. He's super supportive.
Yeah,
He's got the
yeah.
hat and the hoodie.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I love
I
that.
ain't gonna lie, I
Ducked
looked at
out.
it, I was going like, is that Mighty Ducks? No, it's just Ducks.
Yeah.
All right,
yeah,
all right.
yeah, I'm ducked out.
Ain't nothing wrong
good.
with that. Ain't nothing.
Welcome back to All the Marbles, everybody, where the stakes have never been higher. This week on the podcast, we've got Keith Lewis Spencer. Hell yeah. In all the duck merchandise. It's great.
Word.
Ducks. Madison Busby,
Hello.
Topeka comic, Topeka storyteller. And Percy Young,
Hey, what's
Percy
going
Young
on?
Jr.,
Appreciate it.
Lawrence comic, Lawrence storyteller. You don't like writing your bits.
I don't.
You've talked about. Yeah,
I've
you're
tried
a bit
so
more of a
many
CK
times.
type. Yeah, you pick
Yeah.
something to talk about and then
Yeah.
ramble it out on stage. And when it hits, it hits.
Yeah.
I like
yeah.
that
That's why I
style.
say every one of you guys are like geniuses to me. I don't lie. Like I've seen him on stage once. I don't remember the exact what he was talking about, but I'm sitting back going like, school did me so wrong.
Keith will grab a room. And
my
just
God.
keep him locked in for his whole set. It's great. It's a good time.
Yeah, man.
I
Mad-
just hope I get that lucky. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, yeah, it's not luck, man. You will get that good,
Right.
B. Yeah,
It's all
man.
reps.
It's freaking, yeah,
reps and paying
reps
attention.
yeah, man. It's not easy, man.
No,
it
God,
ain't
no.
easy at all. But yeah, man. Yeah,
I get tired
actually,
of hearing I get tired of hearing people like, oh yeah, I can just go on stage and do it. I said, do it.
Yeah,
Do
that's the funniest shit because like when any comic actually is like, oh yeah, you should do it. It's actually not them being like, yeah, everyone should do it. No, it's because they want them to actually try and see
Yeah.
how hard it actually
Yep.
is
Oh
to
my
make a
God.
room laugh.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
It's
yo, that's
impossible
really the only
sometimes.
thing. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
It took me freaking like 2 years to realize that.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that's why they're always like, yeah, I always do it. But then when someone actually gravitates to it, welcoming as fuck. They want everyone to like,
my-
yo, because like, yo, they will welcome you in if it's like if you got that bug in you, it makes you want to fucking do it. 100%, they will always be mad welcoming and they'll be like, yeah, that's awesome that you like love doing it and you know you're taking it seriously. That you will be welcomed in.
100%.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
I don't mean to,
What's up?
Like, what do you? I gotta ask since I don't write my stuff
Sure.
for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
What is your like routine before you get on stage?
Oh well, for me or whatever, I I tell myself a mantra that you know I know I'm gonna have a blast. I'm gonna be like I'm gonna have fun. This is gonna be fun as hell. I'm gonna have a great time. I want to make them have a great time, the people that are watching, and I'm gonna just. And I just say that constantly, like, oh, I'm gonna have so much fun. I'm gonna have so much fun. I
That's
say it in
cool.
my head, I'm gonna have so much fun. This is gonna be amazing. I'm already happy as hell that I get to do this. I'm so happy, and I'm gonna have an amazing time. I go in with that mindset, and then you know, it projects. It projects that I'm having a blast doing this. Wow, that dude is really having fun, and then that shit will fill up the room with that type of energy, and
That's cool.
Yep.
I like that.
Cool.
What's your preset process, Madison?
Usually, like anxiety. Get pretty anxious.
Do you
Like
have any coping mechanisms for that?
pacing. I like to pace. I'll walk around. You know, like last night at Murph's, we walked around the building through the alley,
Nice.
and then I didn't come with anything, so I have like a notes thing in my phone.
Yeah.
It's usually very vague. I like to just like last night I went up there with just a idea of life.
Cool.
Kind of ran with it. Had a
Oh,
couple little jokes I threw out, but yeah, right before I go on stage I feel my heart. And I'm like and it's weird when I first started comedy, I didn't get like that. And then I started taking it kind of serious and I was like, oh, I'm a bit anxious now. Yeah.
Nice.
That is funny. It is funny how like the two easiest people to like get onto the stage are going to be people who have never done it before and people who have been doing it for like a very long time. Like there's once you've done it a couple times, that immediate feedback that you weren't used to before and weren't expecting will really it'll work as like I don't want to go and do that again. What are you talking about? The stakes are like fucked and yeah, I'll get really
Sorry
anxious
about
before sets and that. Yeah, I like that you had the mantra of like this is going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to have a lot of fun because
Yeah.
I've built a mantra of just saying I'm just trying to repeat to myself this is just what we do. This is just what we do. This is just what we do. We do this all the time. This is just something that we do. Because like, and that I'll try to use that to kind of like fight against like imposter syndrome of like, what am I doing here? Because that's usually that's the mantra that's trying to creep up in my head when the anxiety's setting in. It's the what are we doing here? Why are we getting on stage? And then just being like, because this is what we do. We did this yesterday. We've been doing this all week. This is just a thing that we do. Yeah. And then panic writing down my jokes over and over again for the hour before.
I love it.
I mean, like when before if the set is like stakes, I'm getting paid. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like way before I get on stage, and then like
Can I scoot over just a little bit?
Oh yeah.
Sorry about
like
that.
I rehearse. So if I'm like if it's an open mic and it's like I have some stuff I'm gonna work on, then I'll know what I'm gonna start with and know what I'm gonna end with. But then like the middle for open mic, it's gonna be more like I'll see what I'm gonna really like talk about. But I'll usually have some things that I'm working on, and then I'll do that. But then sometimes I'll pivot in an open mic set because it's like low stakes. But if it's a paid show, 100%, I know every single thing that I'm going to do. I know when it's going to end. I know everything. It's all
cool.
planned. I know exactly what I'm going to do. Yeah. And then if before I get on stage, this has happened, it's like, oh, this dude's only going to be doing this much time. Can you do this much more time? Then it's like, all right, so then I got to think on what I'm going to hit up to fill the amount of time now that I'm expected, because that's a freaking audible,
When you're rehearsing, do you like hold like something that microphone shaped to like try to get in the space, or do you just do it? Do you do mirror work? Where do you rehearse?
I do mirror work, but then in my basement I actually have like a little stage.
Hell yeah.
And I have a stage, I have a mirror, and I have a microphone stand mic, and I practice with that.
Hell yeah.
That's nice.
Because I'm trying to teach to like train myself to rehearse for like actual shows, because I got lucky enough this year to be on a couple shows through the summer, and I want to turn that luck into something a bit more. And I think one of the things I need to start doing to lock in longer sets is actually rehearsing, because it feels really weird. Like it feels weird enough like when you're just starting out talking in front of a bunch of people, and then something that feels even stranger to me, where I'll start asking myself, what are we even doing right now, is when you're doing a set to just nobody by yourself, and it just feels so strange. And like I have microphones around, I'll like hold a mic, but it still feels like, what am I doing? Do you have did you have that resistance when you first started like actually rehearsing at your sets? Was there anything that helped you get over that?
I'm gonna open this up just a second.
You're good.
Or is it just the forcing yourself to do it enough times?
But you force yourself to do it enough times, but then I definitely in the beginning had like that how am I gonna like freaking rehearse a set? Like a comic, he asked me, he's like, how do you know when your set's gonna end? What do you mean time yourself? I was, I time out the joke, and I'll even like, oh, I know that this joke hits. There's gonna be a bit of a laugh break.
That's cool.
So then like I factor that in too, and then I actually I write the joke, I freaking put the time there, and I know exactly how much time it takes me to say it. Even with like the laugh breaks, it's like I know that there's gonna be a little laugh here, and then I can like let that sit for a little bit before I go in. I have pauses and stuff. Like it's all planned.
Nice.
Every single thing planned. That's me. And, so.
You guys are geniuses, because most of the time.
Well, that's all him.
I'm a
lot sloppier so far on my.
It's just therapy for the most part. Like
I heard that.
I have told this story time and time again. I actually tried to go to a stupid therapist. I took PTO.
That's your mistake.
Like specifically, like those therapists.
He was screening for IQ on his.
And I'm like, okay, I want to talk about. And then the guy lies to me. Like, no, sir, we rescheduled and we sent you an email. My wife can look at my email because I had nothing from the woman, and she's like, he didn't send you anything. I was like, crap, I could have took some stuff. No, I'm just
interesting.
But
catfished by a therapist.
I know. So then a friend of mine, I forgot who he was. I'm not gonna say his name, but he basically took me to Merce, and then I started talking to Brett every once in a while. And I just had a lot of crap on my brain for the most part. I just said, I got to figure out a way to get this out. And I noticed when I walked in, I see notebooks like that, but they're like huge, right? Right? I can't remember the lady comedian. She always has a really
Alina?
really good.
Alina
It
Ivanov?
might be. It might.
She's
be.
always got, it looks like a manuscript
Oh
she's
my
carrying
God,
with her.
yes.
Yeah.
And I saw her, and she literally had like a big, humongous binder sitting there. And I'm going like, is she writing a novel? Is she writing a book?
Well, yeah, she's got a screenplay in there. She's got a few sketch ideas, and then she's got a bunch of different set lists. Yeah.
So then I remember walking by this last one, and he had like just stuff all over. I thought like, is he a rapper? Like, just, and he wasn't. And then I finally get on stage, and then I kind of saw somebody's like routine, not like fully see it, but it was like halfway seen. I was like, that's what that's for. And and the first thing I get to say when I get on stage is going like, I didn't write a damn thing. Let's see how this goes. And then Brett came right behind me, and he was like, you know what? Just since you're not good at writing, just freestyle as best you can. And I'm telling you, it might sound stupid, but it's like that's literally the best therapy I've ever had.
Nice.
I'll take the 40-minute, 50-minute drive or whatever. You know, I'll bomb on stage or whatever. It's like, look, I got crap in my system. I need to get out.
Yeah.
And majority of it's not going to be talking about somebody or crapping on or calling somebody a B or some crap like that. It's like, hey, I had diarrhea for like 2.5 weeks. Let me talk about it for a minute.
That's Murph's Pub in Lawrence, Kansas on
Yeah.
10 p.m. on
Great
Saturday
open
nights.
mic.
Come out. It's a great
I
open
love
mic.
it.
That was my first
We
like
got to do something about that list.
actual on stage at Murph's.
Yeah, I am. I'm lucky enough to where I can just message. Brett,
Oh,
and
yeah.
he'll give me one of the reserve spots.
Yeah, he's an awesome guy.
nice.
Like seriously. Like,
Yeah, he's a great dude.
Oh my
Great dude.
God.
Great
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah,
great guy.
man. Like I would have not ever done comedy after that night until he came to me. He was like, "Look, you're not good at writing, then go do this.
Yeah.
Just keep going. I don't care what's going on. Just go on stage. Go on stage. Whatever happens, happens. It is what it is."
That's funny.
Like if I can make a whole room laugh for the most part, I'm sorry. That's
It's a good feeling.
Oh my God. Yes.
Yeah, oh
yes.
yeah, it's amazing.
And I love seeing like geniuses. Not I'm horrible with names. I'm not gonna lie. But the two old guys that usually go up there, the smaller ones.
John
they go-
Lawson, Tom
Yeah.
Thompson.
Yeah, Tom. I told that man straight up in front of his face, and I don't care if it sounds wrong. I am your fan. Every time he gets on that stage, I don't care if it's the same joke. I'm going like, "How they do it? Why did you do it?" You know, because I see
good.
like the younger people and the older people. You know,
Well, yeah, and Tom Thompson killed last night. He was
God, he
there was there was a full room and he was killing.
Nice.
oh man,
I was following him and yeah,
Nice.
he was.
man, like I don't care if it's the usual millennials sitting in the corner trying to be all cool with their TikTok and everything, or you know the sparse drunk people are sitting in the center and they're trying not to laugh, or then you know the guys in the back are usually the comedians and they're just kind of looking around going like, I can't wait, this is my turn. You know, let's see how he's gonna bomb this, or he's gonna do great. Who knows? But, you know, but it's like when you can make a whole room laugh regardless as a human being,
Yeah.
that's a skill in itself.
No,
you know,
100%.
and that's why I try to pay attention to. And probably the reason why I try to have like the best time I can ever have. Just like you said, you know,
Yeah.
I'm like, I know I can't write stuff down, but if I can just remember what I'm going to talk about, bam, okay, I'm going to stick to this,
Hell yeah.
you know, and I'm getting better and better, but I'm not going to lie, my brain is usually filled with real estate crap, so I don't think I'm going to bring that on stage. And I tried, and it fails horribly.
But, hey Keith, I'm gonna pull a card.
Sorry.
No, you're good. What would you ask dead relatives during a séance?
What would
I'm
I
gonna-
ask dead relatives during a seance?
What relative would you be trying to talk to if you got dragged to a séance and the medium's like, all right, who are we calling up? What dead relative of yours do you think you'd be like? Let's go.
All right, dead relative. Probably my dad.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What are you asking?
I'd be like, why weren't you in my life?
Interesting.
Yeah. Maybe like, did you have to steal from my mom?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you know your alcoholism was actually hereditary?
And potentially terminal. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'd ask him that kind of stuff.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Do you believe in seances? Are you open to the idea, or do you kind of like roll your eyes when you see people waiting at the astrologer's office?
Yeah, I'm kind of like an eye roller.
Yeah.
I'd give it a shot. I would.
Fair enough. Have you ever paid for a tarot reading or okay, gotcha.
Is that a séance?
No, it's a different but mediums.
Yeah, I think a friend of mine, I think we did go like years and years ago.
Okay.
And she wanted to go, so I went. But it was so nonsensical that I didn't believe anything that was going on. And I was just like, this is nonsense.
Yeah. You're like, even if this is real, this isn't one of the real versions of this.
Yeah, I was like, no, this is nonsense.
They're not even talking to the spirits, right? This is-
Yeah, she bought it whole, like she
Interesting.
bought it wholesale, like
Line and sinker.
yeah, and I was just like, yo, do you?
I would just love to have a room of people that are that bought into like just the idea of stand-up comedy. Like there's so many stand-up rooms, so many rooms during stand-up, especially at an open mic. There's people that like are kind of open to the idea of being convinced to laugh, and those are the it's a weird time. But there's not a lot of people that actually go to a medium or an astrologer for a seance that like are like, okay, convince me this is real. Usually, at least one of them is a true believer, and they
Right.
might bring a date or something. But if at every table there was at least one person who like just was as bought into the comedy show as the seance people are, that'd be great.
Yeah, they would be great laughers.
My goodness gracious.
I think Keith, we're on your card.
All right. Personal. Oh, All right. Madison, right?
Yeah.
Do women have any systemic privilege due to their gender?
Ooh.
Okay, what is systemic? What's
Like
that mean?
systemic racism on in reverse.
Yeah, like things built into like laws and social customs. Like, is there any like piece of like the fabric of society itself that like sets up women in a privileged position?
I guess most women don't like taking this route, but if you were like, I don't want to do anything, that's like totally an option. You just gotta find the right man that'll
Right, yeah.
just work and impregnate you, and then you can just, the only thing you have to do is get pregnant.
Well, I think you also have to have the baby. That's the if,
Yeah,
you wanna,
yeah,
if you're
yeah,
playing
yeah.
into that system.
The baby, not the baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the baby showed up.
Yeah.
Okay, what's up, man?
I guess you could like serially force yourself to miscarry, as long as you don't let the guy know that it's purposeful, and you're like, we keep trying,
Yeah,
and
you just keep faking it every time. You have like,
faking pregnancies.
you have like a
Taking
6
birth
month
control without taking them, but you
Sign,
size
seal,
up,
deliver,
and then
Yeah, crap.
fake a miscarriage, and then start over.
Do you think you could placebo your way out of a pregnancy? Like, I just took an abortion pill. It's just water.
But you're just taking Smarties. Yeah.
Yeah,
That'd be-
yeah.
I don't know. I
The
think it would
mind's
depend on the
powerful.
person. Yeah. Maybe those seance people could do it if they, because it depends on how much you can believe in that thing, I guess. Yeah.
And you have to believe in it too. It's the mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's the privilege of being a woman is, and you can literally have your own little helpers and just, I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah, like a lot of parents don't realize that once your kids get to a certain age, they are slaves, and you will be able to have them do anything.
Yep.
Yeah, theoretically, yeah.
Oh,
With
yeah.
great power, great responsibility, something in there. But
Yeah, with a great paycheck.
yeah. Great chore load.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
I didn't really have chores as a child.
Really?
Yeah,
Lucky.
I was telling somebody the
Holy
other day
shit.
that I didn't get beat as a child, and they're like, "Yeah, I can tell."
You didn't get beat and you didn't have chores.
I probably had like little minimum chores that I was like, "Do I really need to?" And they're like, "Well,
Systemically privileged woman.
yeah, yeah."
Oh man.
You know, I don't know. I feel like my brother has a lot more privilege. He's 14. He's younger than me. And
Okay.
I just feel like he doesn't do shit, dude.
Yeah. He also has never been beaten, I assume.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He's got other traumas, We don't share the same dad, so there's
Gotcha.
some traumas there. But yeah, we never got beat.
Yeah.
So lucky.
Yeah, somebody told me I wouldn't talk back as much. I got a smart mouth. And I'm
I
like,
don't think that's true. I did get beaten. I talked back too. So I don't know. Madison, I think it's your card.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay.
Okay.
I have to ask somebody?
Yeah. You have to pick someone to ask. No, you just read the card, you put it
Yeah,
back.
that's
It's,
right.
I
it's,
didn't
it's,
know.
it's,
I didn't know. I'm new here. It's the first day.
that's valid.
Sure.
Percy.
Okay. What was the most difficult thing you've ever had to do?
Ooh. Most difficult thing ever.
Oh man, I got so many of them, but I guess the most difficult thing I probably ever had to do was like probably tell my mom and dad exactly what's on my mind. Especially my dad, considering I was scared shitless.
How old were you? How old were you?
Oh God, I had to been like 10.
When it was the hardest. Yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't want to get my head beat in.
Yeah. Oh,
You know, it was like
didn't want him to think he was talking back. You know?
Yeah, you know, when you tell the truth, it's just what it is. It's just that, you know, in a black household, sometimes you gotta shut up. Like, it's not.
Learn to lie.
Yeah.
At least by omission.
Yeah, you know. So yeah, I think just tell them the God honest truth, and hope to God I can be up for the next day.
You think that passed on to your adulthood? Being very truthful.
Honestly, the way I use the truth, honestly speaking, is more of a personal weapon, because you can't use anything against me if I have the truth in front of me.
True.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, you need to just kicks and giggles. You need to have a 401k and Roth IRA and retire early. And I was like, so what about the homeboy down the street who got like 5 houses rented out, and he just, you know, he gets a property manager and he deals with that, and then, you know, he does his own thing. And he,
Sure.
You know, it's like, and he pulls out money so he doesn't have to get it this. And it's like, it's so many different avenues instead of just the same old 2-step. It's like the truth
Yep.
is sitting right in front of him. So
Yep.
it's like, what else can you tell me?
Right.
You know, instead of some extra lies on the side, you know, with a bottle of vodka.
Truth lays at the bottom of a bottle.
Yeah. Too much substance right there.
Too much substance. Episode title: Too much substance. Percy, I think it's your card.
Do I pull a random?
Oh yeah, any of them that look interesting to you.
Okay, let's see. Out of all your past sexual experiences, what has made you the most uncomfortable?
Who are we asking?
I guess you, since you're to my right.
Oh, me? Oh,
Yes.
okay. Most uncomfortable. I don't.
Don't worry, I'll go sideways next time. And
Yeah. Let's see here. I out of both of my sexual past experiences.
We only had 2.
But yeah, well, that's the joke. I've had more than I humble brag. I've had more than 2. But
I'm mad at you.
It's 3.
one of them was.
Okay.
We weren't supposed to talk about that. I don't-
Hey, practice.
that was the uncomfortable one.
Oh man, I hope you didn't have the baby oil.
I think I'm very I don't think that I've ever been like made uncomfortable like during a sexual act. I think I'm very privileged in that way. I think that there've been my uncomfortability comes from the post sex. If dear God, the woman might ask, so how was that for you? Like that's when I get very afraid of being honest about my feelings and experiences with people in a similar way to maybe a 10-year-old Percy with his parents, because that's how I feel. I feel like this suddenly feels like an interrogation. There's a right. I'm like, there's obviously a right answer to this that I have to find now. That I think that I think that my most uncomfortable sexual experience was probably this might be a cheat answer, but my first kiss. Because it happened at a Sonic drive-in. You know, the little middle kiosk where there's like the chairs. It happened there, and then we kind of you do the kiss thing, and then we both got in our cars and went home. And on my drive home, I got a text that was, so how was that for you? And I and it was just I at the age of, I think that in my 16th year of existence, that was the largest just ball of anxiety that I had ever experienced. Just reading that text while I was driving and just being like, oh fuck, this is gonna be a whole day to week long ordeal.
Were you like, just call me?
No, I was like, no, I did not want to be called. I did not want to. I answered that text the next day, and it was a whole week long ordeal of couching, kind of being like, yeah, it was fine, I guess, and the person being like, fine, and me being like, well, it was, because they were a very dramatic person, and so was I. So it turned into a whole
I
fight.
gotta act like, where do you look at? Where's the camera at?
Oh, the camera's that little black thing with the blue light on it
Got it?
there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a very dim blue light, but
It's all good.
yeah.
Because I didn't want to be like, hey, what's going on? Wonderful. Fantastic. It's great. It's great. Oh, man, you can tell I'm just a virgin on this mic. This is wonderful.
Hell yeah.
This is my second podcast.
Really?
I've ever been on.
Were
too.
you on Reese Randall's? Were you on a Bridging the Gaps podcast episode?
Yeah.
Was that recent? Has it aired yet?
No, I told him to delete it.
Oh shit! I was
I
about
was
to say
like,
I've listened to that
okay.
podcast. I haven't heard your episode.
Yeah, and then he was like, "Well, let me make some shorts out of it," and I was like, "Okay." And then
Where are those?
And then he said it all got deleted on accident.
Wow.
So it was the universe.
accident.
I was like, "All right." I was like, "I'm fine with that." I told him
Oh,
I'd
yeah.
do it again
Nice.
because I was really nervous. Got really high.
Yeah.
Smoked a whole
see.
blunt like right there. I was like,
Yeah,
"All right."
this is the first time I've done this podcast sober.
Yeah, sober
I am
October.
always sober. That's the bad part.
Hell yeah.
You know? It's like I cannot go on stage drunk and high. It's like, no, I can't do it.
Well, on
my
this
brain's gotta
episode,
work.
yeah, on this episode, you're not the only one. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
I had to like steer away from smoking before I went on stage.
I don't
Did-
smoke anyway, so yeah.
It made me really derpy, which was like funny at first. But then when I was like, okay, I had a show and I was like just obliterated.
shit.
And I was like, this is okay. I don't know why I wouldn't put me on a show again if I seen
I'll
somebody
start
do
feeling
that.
I'll start feeling that way right before I get on stage if I'm high. If I smoke
yeah.
before something, I try not to. If I smoke before something, I have to make sure that I at least also drink something before. Because like if I'm crossfaded, I seem to
Yeah.
be fine. It seems to make no difference. Like I have the same quality of set I feel if I'm crossfaded or if I'm sober. And then like if I'm drunk, like as long as I'm only doing bits that I know really well, it's fine. But if I'm high, doesn't matter. I'm gonna be forgetting shit. I'm gonna be stuttering a lot more. It's just bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I forget
I,
everything.
I think I remember seeing one comic go on stage and talked about his pubic hair for like 5.5 minutes. And I'm,
Dear
like,
God.
and I'm sitting there going like, not trying to be funny, like, if I'm looking at it like, what? He just kept saying pubes.
Andrew Youngkie?
I think it might have been. It might have
He used to
been.
have a bit about his pubes.
Oh my God! I'm sitting there going like, see, that's why I don't get drunk on stage. I need my mind to work.
Andrew Youngkie is never drunk on stage, always high.
That is true.
Yeah, always high.
Yep. Always high, always crushing. Andrew Youngkie.
Yeah. I it might not been him, might have been him. I'm horrible with names, so you know.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, like yeah. Oh man.
Let's see. Ooh.
What kind of gun is that, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, it's a Nerf gun. That's
Yeah, I
a.
know.
It's a Nerf. I don't remember the name of it. They use these little balls instead of darts.
Oh, I love those.
Yeah.
I've been looking at those balls. Just a tape full of balls.
Episode title.
Oh man. Like I think like every office, like main office, where they sit down for like hours on end, should
Yeah.
have an official Nerf war.
Mm.
You know, but let's not go with the single shot. No, we need clips.
Yeah.
Okay, that way, and HR needs to be in the center. They need to have the best guns, but we need to have like the strongest ones, like with the you know, most time when you break a gun down, those kind of guns, there's always a really like spring in there. No, you should switch it out with like the strongest spring you could possibly find.
Leave welts.
And then, yeah, exactly. You know? And it's like, yes, all they popping. Let's go. And then you see like Mabel going like, come on, baby, we gonna get it. We gonna get it, baby. Come on.
That's
You
really
know?
fun.
You know, be the only time you see her pull out something large, come out her breast, I'm like, it's about to go down, baby. Yeah. Oh, man. I want a Nerf war. I swear I want one. I don't care.
We should have a comics Nerf battle at some point.
That'd be
We should
fun.
find a good venue
would
for
be
it.
awesome.
Madison, what insect or animal creeps you out the most and why?
I love bugs.
Okay.
I really like
So
Time
as
to
far
go.
as bugs
See y'all
go,
later.
it says
Also,
or animal.
there's-
Are there animals that creep you out? What type of animal? Like, if you're not, you don't think bugs are creepy.
I think
Fish?
I definitely think some bugs are creepy.
Okay.
Them bugs that are like sprickets, I call them. They look like a spider and a cricket, and they jump on you.
Oh, like
and
camel crickets.
I don't know what the fuck they're. They just spawned like 4 years ago. I don't think they were real before that. Those are because one time I went to a shed.
Mm-hmm.
It was dark. We were grabbing something. And I turned the flashlight on and just covered in them. And then
Wow.
I was like, "Fuck!" And my buddy was like further in.
Yeah.
So I like dropped. I made a loud noise, and they just you can see them all jump. And he was like, "Ah!" But you know, even back then, I wasn't that creeped out because I don't know what's a bug gonna do to me. You know,
They can do
it
so
could
many
kill me.
things.
Oh, yeah.
Spiders
Yeah.
are kind of bad.
Crawl all over, bite you,
Yeah.
make
Go in the
disturbing
hood long
noises,
enough and-
get
and-
into your ear.
Bed
Yeah.
bugs creep me out.
Oh, I hate those.
I had an ex that gave me bed bugs.
Shit, dude.
Dude, it would traumatize me. It literally, I can't sleep in peace ever. If there's a speck I didn't let anybody in my house for months. 'Cause like, I don't know who has them. I don't know what to do. They're everywhere.
Yeah, that's
Because you guys know it's like so like easy
Yep.
to get
Yeah.
bed bugs.
Oh
You
yeah.
get all
Yeah.
scanner
Super
darkly.
easy.
Yeah.
They literally creep like right. You know how most beds have like the fold and then a little bit of flap or whatever.
Yeah.
They would sleep right under there. It's
Yeah.
like midnight, 2 o'clock in the morning, and then
Yeah.
they'll come at you.
Dude,
when
they're
you sleep.
smart.
Yeah.
Because I like when because I like reacted really bad to him. My ex that gave him to me, he didn't react at all. So I was losing.
Well, he was
my
used
mind.
to it.
Yeah.
He's used to it. I
Yeah,
was
he's
like,
like
what is
getting-
happening?
He likes
Doctor-
getting bit 15,000 times, and,
wild.
and the thing is, they don't move that fast.
Yeah.
They're slow for the most part.
I hate
They're
that.
fast,
That's like the
but
Terminator.
slow.
Yeah, they just, that's why they get you when you're sleeping. And you wonder why you
Yeah.
got all these little bumps and stuff like that.
They can move from one room to the other
Yeah,
in
'cause they
30
travel.
minutes.
Yeah,
30 minutes.
Whoa.
Terrible.
Yeah,
That's a
everywhere.
terrifying time frame.
Yeah, no, they are terrible little animals.
Oh,
they
yeah.
really are.
Yeah.
Little
They can-
insects, whatever.
They can feel your heart, so they know when you're in REM sleep.
Jesus
and that's when they
Christ.
attack.
That's why they're
Well, I didn't know that horrifying fucking fact.
actually they're more related to spiders than anything else. They're arachnids, technically speaking.
This sounds like we're describing the xenomorphs from Alien.
Right?
Now.
What the
That's
hell?
insane.
They're awful.
They can
You know?
feel your heartbeat and they know when you're in REM sleep.
Ah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and they'll attack then.
I could just picture like the little bed bugs in high school being taught about human REM cycles, and they're like scribbling down notes like, "Yeah, this is going to be important when I have to provide for my family."
The ones that don't pay attention get killed because they're on you when you're awake.
Yeah.
Should have paid
And
attention.
they're like, "Shit, I got to get off of this arm in the next 5 minutes."
Yeah, shit. The first one I found was on my ass. I woke up, felt it. I like, and I was like, no. It's a horrifying like realization. Literally, I'm not ever gonna be the same.
I
I'm
don't
not
blame
ever
you.
gonna be the same.
And it's hard to get rid of them. You have to basically throw away everything. for the
Yeah.
most part. Like
Yeah.
it's
Burn it all.
Yeah.
I was lucky I caught him soon because they didn't like grow up in my bed. They were there. They were grown. They were the grandpas in the bed, and I found like 3 big guys. Then got the exterminator out there, and he was like, "You're good." Like he sprayed, they're like, "But you got lucky. There's no eggs." Because I was looking, I was like, "I don't see them anywhere. Where are they?"
Oh, yeah.
They were on.
Oh yeah, I
Dirty
was
boy.
I was blessed to be like, oh my God, they're right there. We're packaging everything up, and the little white, the little white sheets or whatever.
Yep,
It's like
yep.
we zip them all up. Like, you're going out to the curb. Like this is where you're gonna go. You're going. And I sprayed the whole carpet. I don't know what they called it.
They'll hide in the vents.
Oh my God.
Hide everywhere.
Yeah, it will.
In the
So,
floorboards.
It's like Die Hard. Yeah.
yeah, it takes a while to get rid of them, but when when it's done, it's done. But it's like, bro, you got to be efficient.
yeah,
yeah.
then you're on guard for the rest of your life.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
So, scary shit.
oh yeah.
Scary shit.
Don't get bed bugs.
Don't get bed bugs.
Never get bed bugs. Trust me. Never.
Don't give bed bugs.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't be that guy
Yeah.
or girl. Don't
You know.
don't be that person.
Don't be that ex of Madison Busby's, you piece of shit.
I hope he never listens to this. I'm always talking about it. I'm such a bad ex. I will bring it up to everybody. I tell everybody.
It's horrible. It's horrible.
Are you always saying you hope he never hears about it?
You know
No, I've talked about it in front of him.
Okay, gotcha.
I just,
Oh yeah.
maybe I could move on in my life, but
All right, Percy,
Gotcha.
how boring are you?
Oh shit.
I've been waiting for somebody to say this to me. Can I go? Can I go full off?
Let's go.
Okay, cool.
Rant about it.
Okay, so I got food poisoning.
I'll give you a light at 3 minutes.
So I got food poisoning. So I'm sitting there after the toilet pretty much just demolished me and I couldn't go to work for the most
Okay.
part. So for an hour and a half, take that back. 4 hours, I was literally looking up how to make like computer desks out of PVC pipe.
Wow.
And I thought it was not a thing until I saw like the Middle Eastern people do it. Much respect to them. I mean, they had the wood screws, they had like the little pegs and everything, and I literally saw somebody put a whole computer desk together from one end to the other using the same PVC pipe sitting under your sink.
Interesting.
I didn't know that was a thing, and like I was like, what? And then when I got done watching it and I healed up or whatever, and after I came from work, I spent 3.5 hours pricing out every single thing I would possibly need to put this desk together. Including the
How
fact-
much did the desk cost?
Oh God, let's see. If you do the math, let's see. A normal computer desk is like what, about 120, 140. Computer desk, probably about 74.
$74 for a computer. That's not bad. That's pretty competitive with like what are you gonna spend at like a Staples on a computer desk?
Wow, that is boring.
Overpriced.
See, told you.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Madison, I think it's your card.
So
Thank you,
this
thank
is
you, thank
the
you.
me question.
Those are the extreme personal questions.
So if I want to talk about myself,
No, you still have to ask a comic.
Yeah.
You could wait to you can always comment. Anyone can chime in on any of the questions. So you could theoretically ask someone, and after they give the answer, you'd be like, "That's interesting."
I'm so mad I'm the boring guy. No.
okay.
There are levels to this.
Do you
Gonna be
have
beef? No.
Keith, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have more thoughts or more feelings?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Like that.
More thoughts or more feelings? Definitely more thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think your ratio is? How many more thoughts than feelings in a day?
I would say probably in a day I'm at 170 to 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I would say thoughts to feelings 100%. That's I definitely think I have thoughts, random thoughts, way more than feelings. Like my feelings are very simplistic.
And you'll have a lot of thoughts that you don't feel any type of way about.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, like, usually I'm like pretty,
Gay.
yeah. I would say like my general feeling is always just like blah. Yeah, I'm just like blah. I let everything roll off my back.
I
don't-
wish I could do that.
Yeah,
majority
it's
of the time.
like it's because my wife has all the feelings. Yeah, she
Division of labor.
Yeah, she goes back and forth everywhere. And so I have to be the even keeled one to like balance everything out. So yeah, I'm usually just like, it's whatever. It's not that bad actually. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, why is she flipping out over this? Like, why? And it's like I just think about that, and there's no emotion towards it. I'm just like, this is unnecessary. Let me go in there. This is unnecessary. Let's not do this. Maybe just do something else, or you can do nothing, and then I just walk off. I'm not.
Have you always been like that?
No. Usually I was angry. I was always angry.
How old?
I
How old?
understand that one.
I was angry from like when I was a child until I got into like my mid-20s.
Interesting.
And
Was there any specific thing, like set of events, or that kind of started to mellow you out, or do you think it was just brain development or something?
I guess what started mellowing me out was when I used to stress about shit, get real angry about shit, and then I finally like had health consequences because of stressing out and getting angry at shit.
Interesting.
And then the thing that I got was specifically stress related, and then I finally was like, I'm just gonna fucking chill out because like honestly I don't even need to be angry about this type of shit. I don't need to be angry. I don't need to do that.
Hell yeah.
And so I just started fucking mellowing out.
I think
Based.
my wife had something similar to happen to her like that. And yep, I'm the emotional one. Yeah, that's just horrible. Yeah, I never thought I was gonna be like this. No, I think I'm about 50-50, honestly, because like my biggest pet peeve is I need all the information. You know what I'm saying? Because I always think, okay, this, it's about my family, it's about, work, it's about this, it's about that. We need to get the job done. I need all the information up front. As soon as somebody goes, I'm like, I need a 2x4 on your head. Because I go for like, not like angry 0 to 100, but it's like, we need to get this done or my family pays for it. You know what I'm saying?
Makes sense.
I know I need to calm down with that though, but yeah.
Yeah, I have 170 thoughts before I change from blah to what the fuck. Yeah, so
Yeah, nothing wrong.
Those are his two feelings. Blah and what the fuck.
When do you guys think you found all your emotions?
Ooh.
found all my emotion. Found all.
Because like 2 weeks ago, I
Okay.
felt something like a new feeling.
Oh. Do you
felt
know
like
what you want to call
inside
it yet?
Oh, dude. I don't know.
You
I
feel
thought
like Inside Out.
like you know how like because I just watched Inside
Yeah.
Out too,
Yeah.
and they're like we got some new guys.
feelings.
I feel like that happened a couple weeks
That's
ago.
cool.
Because I seen somebody walking on the street, and I thought it was somebody I knew from a long time ago. That I don't know where they are. They're
Yeah.
like just missing from my life, and I just was like, maybe like I don't know.
I think,
Interesting.
Maybe I'm just
go ahead, I'm
sorry.
No, please,
maybe I'm
please.
just bad at describing my emotions because I was like explaining the way that somebody was looking at me, and I was like, I don't know what their emotion was, and I was kind of describing it. My friend's like, I think that was like fear, and I was like, oh,
Interesting.
I thought it was just confusion, maybe.
No. Yeah, I mean, when it comes to emotions, I mean, majority of men, at least men I know, pretty much say, "Hey, you're not supposed to have it. Okay, you need to just be like a stone wall." And then my ass turns 40, and then everything starts coming down, and I don't know what's going on here. You know, when my dad passed away, I was like, I'm good, I'm straight, I'm all right. In my mind,
How
I'm
old
going,
were you?
Oh God, I was like 40.
Okay.
40. So, and I'm like, I'm good, I'm straight, I'm all right, I'm good. I get that tough chest on,
I'm good. I'm straight. I'm all right. Mantra of the American
Exactly.
heterosexual man.
And then all of a sudden, just everything just clicked, and then them tears started coming down. I was right behind the forklift, and a good friend of mine, and I'm just bawling. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody in that whole vicinity helped me to get through that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Helped me get through it. And I don't care about pride or whatever. Look, if it hurts, it's gonna come. Sure, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
And,
That's what she said.
Yeah.
No.
So it was like I started bawling. He backed up the forklift. And he said, "Go ahead, go for it." And I just let loose. And he said, "You know what? It never happened." And he kept it going. And I always respect him for that mess,
That's
man.
what's
You know
up.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have a good relationship with your father?
It was like I learned what not to do because I seen him fuck up and do it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh, you learned from your father.
Yeah.
Nice.
Jesus, yeah. I've seen him mess up a whole bunch of times. Like, I don't want to do that. I want to do that. I'll do that. And then, after a while, it was like my mom kept reminding me, "You just like your dad." I'm like, wait a minute. I ain't got kids all over the place. I'm trying to keep my job. I'm faithful to my. No. And I didn't think. I was like, because I look like him, I'm just like him. I was like, I wanted to say, like, Mom, I'm just like you to a certain degree. But no, man, it's like.
That's what Inside Out taught us.
Yeah, but after a while, like,
Yeah.
we had that, somewhat heart to heart. And I think the one thing that helped me get over his death or whatever, and this might sound messed up, was like, he knew he was going to pass away. Mm-hmm. So I'm sitting downstairs. I don't mean to hold this on. So.
No.
Okay, I'll go outside, and my dad doesn't hug anybody for the most part. Unless you're like family of the friend, but like family on an average, nah. He came right downstairs, and he has COPD bad. He walked all the way downstairs. Like twice the amount of stairs that's right here.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Son, I love you." I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, "What are you doing?" You're like, "No, I love you. I love you." I was like, "Okay, cool." Day after, done.
Wow.
Dad was
Holy
smiling on his
shit.
face. I was like, "Okay." Like, and I'm sitting there. In my
That's
white
really
t-
cool, though.
Yeah, man. And that's why, like, now, when I think about stuff, it's like, you know what? I'm not gonna waste my time trying to be, big and bad. I'm like, I don't care what people say what men are. You define what a man truly is. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. You know, because it's depending on what century you come from. Men are this, men are that, men are this, men are that. Look, you take care of your family. You be there for your family.
Yeah.
You learn to be flexible. You know that you're not gonna get sex all the time. So call it that.
Yeah, word.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
That's when you get all your feelings, when you acknowledge that. When you,
And I'll be at Merce again. Never getting paid for it, but
Those are my
works, it
two
works.
feelings: having sex and at Murph's. Okay, Percy, it's your card, I think.
Which receipt?
Oh yeah, any of them. You can pull any of them.
I guess I'll go with this one then.
Hell yeah.
All right. I guess I'll ask you. Wait, what's your name? I'm sorry.
Madison.
Madison. Okay, Madison. Which technology should not have been invented?
Ooh,
Twitter. No, I'm just playing.
this is a good question for
just
Madison.
playing.
She's very technophobic in my experience. of it.
Yeah, that's why I was like, should have just stopped
Like
it from
Morbid,
the
or-
beginning.
The guys with the long beards?
Where
or,
should
you
we have
know?
stopped? Where should we have stopped? Like we get the wheel, cool. Fire, cool. When do we stop?
And because there's some things I very much do benefit from. Electricity.
True.
Dig it. I like electricity.
So
I
we're
like
keeping there.
I like AC and heat.
Yeah.
Like social media, though, I feel like fucked us, especially my generation. Like, I was lucky enough to still be able to go touch grass as a kid and like go play outside. You're outside all day. You know, you're not on the TV.
Yeah.
Like that's what we had was like a TV. When I did have an iPad when I was a kid, but
Did it have the grass touching app on it?
oh my god, is that a
It has to be.
Oh man, nice.
thing? We play like Minecraft, Angry Birds,
Nice.
but it wasn't how the kids are now. I'm scared. You
Yeah,
know?
I have friends who have iPad babies where they have like
Yeah.
Yeah,
my friend, they
I've-
had like a 2-year-old that had an iPad and it's not even like they're like doing cool shit on the iPad.
Yeah.
Like they just have this app where they're just like pushing bubbles around on a screen. I'm like, this can't be good.
Brain rot. Yeah, it's not like
Yeah.
puzzles.
Yeah.
Like we had like
Give
the
them
little
an actual tube of
leapfrogs.
bubbles or something if you want them playing with bubbles. Like
Yeah.
at
like
least have
this
them
is a
like
foreign object for
Yeah.
the most part. Like being across is like, hey, how you
Yeah.
doing? How's your
Right,
day? What's
yeah.
going on with
Yeah.
you? They
I like
look-
the idea. Yeah, I like the idea of a baby with an iPad for like audiobooks. That could be fun. That could be cool. You could like make a very
easy,
a
you know?
playlist of stuff, and they've got the speaker right there. But then the things that they end up doing is like no, but you don't want them just going through TikTok on it. What the
Yeah,
hell?
yeah. That's
Child
why I keep all that
talking.
shit away
Yeah?
from my kids.
Oh, yeah. How old are your kids going to be when they have phones?
Probably Kendrick would be the first one that gets a phone, but it's gonna probably be like I would say freshman year of high school, and it's not gonna be a smartphone. It's gonna be a phone that you can
Hell
basically
yeah.
call, or
Flip.
you can call me. Yeah, it's gonna be a flip phone,
I don't
something
blame
like
you.
that.
That's the same thing I did with my daughter. It was
Yeah.
like, you know, you drop this phone, you drop that phone, flip phone, here you go.
Yeah,
drop this one
exactly.
if you want to.
Yeah.
You get them a
Yeah.
pager, you know?
Yeah, I should do that. That would even be
Those
better.
still exist.
Yeah, but then you
I know, eBay.
But can
Yeah.
he find a payphone? Like how? Is he gonna
Oh hell
Because
yeah!
are you gonna like?
Oh my god.
Thank you, Ani, for running craft services.
Oh yeah. We need.
Real-
It's been smelling real good
do we
in
need?
here too.
I know. I'm looking at
I kept. If you watch the video back, I keep looking back.
I know. I saw. I
I'm
was
like,
like,
what's she cooking over
Yeah,
there?
we should be good.
I gotta say, Grace, I'm sorry.
Oh sure, yeah, no problem.
Much respect to everybody
We'll wait
else.
for
but
the yeah.
Amen.
Hell yeah.
Amen.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Blaze it.
Thank you.
Oh my god, we look wonderful.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
Doop doop doop.
Pockets are gonna be very hot.
Yeah. Burnt
Oh, that's what
myself.
those other ones are? Okay. Glad you told me now.
I was like, wait, those just came out of the
Oh hell yeah.
I'd have been into them 30-degree burners and shit. Yeah, I would have fucked up.
Keith.
Still good food though.
Oh yeah. What famous person do you most dislike that people say you resemble? It's a famous person people say that you look like, that you're like, ah, fuck that guy.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Wait, really?
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. They
People are racist.
yo man. Yeah, I don't know. They someone told me I looked like Samuel L. Jackson. And I was like, fuck that. Fuck him. Oh fuck.
You know what? Fuck that and fuck Samuel L.
Yeah,
Jackson.
I don't even really have a reason to hate Samuel L. Jackson. Just that they made that fucking comparison.
Keith used to be an angrier person.
Yeah. So that that's the only celebrity I can really think of at the moment. But maybe
Interesting.
what else? What other fucking blackish bald dude?
A basketball player.
Well, I don't hate Shaq. So
Right.
maybe damn. Nah, there's no one else I can think
yeah.
of.
Yeah, there's always a small amount of like
The only
celebrities
ones.
who become, you know, famous. There's always that small group because everybody else is kind of like off in Tyler Perry land.
Yeah, yeah.
You know
There's
what
not
I'm
many more I can really think of.
Yeah, you know, or they're stuck on Tubi. I ain't mad at him for it, you know. Hey.
I once accidentally watched a Tyler Perry double feature.
Really?
Yeah, because I watched Gone Girl and Don't Look Up, and he's in both of those movies.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
he plays a lawyer, and he plays the lawyer in Gone Girl, and then he plays one of the news people in Don't Look Up.
I don't think I've watched one Tyler Perry movie.
Yeah, I don't think I've watched
Really?
any of like his movies.
I've accidentally watched them all.
You've accidentally watched them all?
Yeah, like
Accidentally, my eye.
yeah,
the fuck out of here.
No, because like it's because at the time I was dating the mother of my kids, and she would have like random movies, you know, because at the time we had
Yeah.
a kid, and
So you
it's
just
right there.
happen
So it's
to be
like,
in the room for all of that.
what am I gonna say? Don't watch that? Like no,
Yeah.
happy lady, happy,
Yeah.
So it was like okay, cool, and we're just watching all the plays and all the just sitting there watching and watching and watching, and it was like oh okay, cool, and then I just saw the lovely decline afterwards, years later, of course, and I'm doing my own thing, and it's like. Oh God, how bad can it get? And I kept going back. I kept going back.
When do you think they should have stopped making Tyler Perry movies?
I don't know.
What do you think the last great Tyler Perry movie was that you saw?
Those
Actually-
exist?
I don't know. I haven't seen them.
I will say I don't necessarily hate his movies.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with that.
Which one did you most like? What if you wanted someone to have the best possible time watching a Tyler Perry movie, which one would you
I'm
suggest?
trying to think. What was the one where like Taraji P Henson? Which one was that one? Does anybody remember that one?
Oh, I'm not.
We're not going to be useful. We haven't seen
Yeah.
the Tyler Perry movies.
Yeah, it was. It was. Ah, man, it was hard. I can't
Ani,
tell-
which one was that?
I don't know.
Okay.
I got
No,
it.
because you watched them all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
What?
But basically
below.
the whole premise of it was like this wife was trying to help the husband out, and the husband was basically a bum, and then he got his act together. But he left her, but he gave her a boatload of money, but he moved on, and everything that when he moved on, he got with somebody else. He gave her everything, right? Of course, and like I said, gave Taraji P Henson a boatload of money. You got your house, car, boom, boom, and then she went psycho. You know what I'm saying? And it always was a debate, like, was she right or was she wrong? Because she ended up like cutting that man's leg clean through, like
Wow.
with an axe. I was like, how you do that with one
With an
swing?
axe.
On a boat?
Clean swipe.
I was like,
I saw a Columbo episode kind of like that once.
yeah. I'm just surprised they were brave enough to put black people on the boat. I'm sorry.
That's fun.
It was awesome.
That's fun. Keith, I think we're on your card.
Okay.
This is the same way I watch anime too. I don't even remember no titles, but I'm like, I know that show.
You just look for the one with the black guy on a boat.
Yes.
One Piece. Okay.
Oh, man, I love that show. I'm still watching it.
Hell yeah. Ooh. Also Cowboy Bebop. It's a space boat, but still.
I thought Outlaw Star was pretty good.
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of that, but I had a friend.
You had a friend?
Once upon a time. Before comedy.
Yeah.
These are so good. Thank you so much.
I kind of want to ask you this, but I won't. I just want you to read it, though. All right.
Read the
Taylor.
card. Okay, god damn it.
What is the oddest thing you have ever stuck inside of yourself?
Okay. So I'm gonna be very.
Do you want to just put your hat down and just?
This is gonna be. I'm hoping that the rest of the room will be able to make this card more interesting, because I really have a thing against any kind of insertion. I've never tried anything about like sounding or like putting anything. I've never like nope like I'm very anti anything going into me that's not food into my mouth. And I haven't felt the need to get very experimental in that regard. It's like I'm
do
just
your
that
ears look?
homophobic, I think is the, what?
So how do your ears look?
I don't like Q-tips or anything like that. Is that what they're called?
Q-tips?
Yeah.
Is that what they're
Even when I
called?
was a kid, I hate that. That's how unfamiliar I am with the practice, because from a very early age,
That's
like,
incredible,
my mom would
because-
try to do that to me, and I'd be
Because
like,
a
no, I hate
Q-tip
this.
is probably the oddest thing I've ever stuck into my dick.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
You just were curious, or were you trying to
I
do
was-
like a home STD test?
I was curious.
Okay.
I was curious. That's the oddest thing I've ever stuck. The oddest thing I've ever stuck inside
Yeah.
myself. 100%. Q-tips
Sure that
inside the
doesn't-
dick.
You were just
Feel good.
curious about urethral sounding,
I
and you
was
were like, "This
wondering
is the
if it was
safest
gonna feel
object."
good.
Yeah,
I was a teenager. It seemed like a good idea. It
How
was
was it?
not. It was not a good idea. It was bad. It
Yeah.
was not.
That sounds like a
wasn't-
upsetting
I know
texture for
doctors
that.
do that for something. I forgot what like.
I don't know what it is they
Yeah,
do,
like,
and if
you
it
know.
is, I'm never doing it.
Yeah.
That was not fun.
Nick
know?
Scott used to have a bit about getting tested for chlamydia, where according to him, they put a Q-tip into your dick.
That is true.
Yeah.
When you go to the hospital, so you ain't gotta urinate all over yourself. Wow,
Yeah.
they just
Yeah.
put it in there and go. All right, cool. You ready? Go. All right, cool.
Yeah,
No.
that sounds terrible.
Yeah,
Sounds
I
like a bad
know.
time.
It is. It really is.
Guys, imagine having a vagina.
Guys, imagine.
That sounds about right. Yeah, they gotta get
Have you ever
in
put
there.
a Q-tip inside your vagina, Madison?
I'm sorry. They got a whole store that will help you with that.
Well, that's what a doctor does most
Really?
times she's down there.
Interesting.
It's real long.
Isn't
Yeah.
isn't the penis supposed to be a vagina just like inside out or some shit, or am I tripping?
Which way is that?
I thought the
Developmentally,
vagina
is it?
was-
Do you start out? Do the embryos start out with a penis
Oh, wait,
that
it
goes
all
in, or
starts
do
out-
you start out with a
You know
vagina that goes
the
out?
clit is what
Yeah.
the penis was.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or,
Yeah,
like,
just on the
yeah.
inside.
So then that
No,
I
I
guess
think
the
the-
vagina is something else
I don't know.
entirely.
I think it starts with all female reproductive system.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you grow into it.
Interesting.
You know, and speaking of that, this may be.
I'm not a doctor.
No
I
doubt.
have this thing. I'm not against anybody, right?
Okay.
But dudes get everything, right? They could even. Females don't get this. A dude could surgically cut his dick apart and
Gotcha.
sew it back together as a vagina, but we can't do that.
True.
Girls
They
can't.
don't take tissue. Well,
You get a big clit.
Well,
That's
Gotcha.
what you get.
well, from my extremely limited understanding,
have we made
the
breakthroughs?
No, from what I understand, like a trans vagina is like really not even functional in the least.
Yeah, we're
And-
very much in the Tesla
yeah, we're in the
range
test
of
stages of that
yeah.
shit, and it's like
It's like the first
I've always
models of
wondered.
they're not self-driving yet, you know. They're
yeah,
still-
exactly.
Like I'm gonna be honest with you. I worked in the adult store for like 10 plus years,
Yeah.
right?
okay,
So-
so you're an expert.
Like, and you know, we used to have people who were trans coming in, and you know, I'm trying not to get my ass whooped by one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, I need to understand, you know, the whole LGBTQ
So obviously
movement.
trans females. Okay, yes, go ahead.
So yeah, like one, so one day I'm sitting around and they were talking. I think it was some trans folks came in and they were talking about their surgeries and stuff like that. So I was like, just so I don't get sued for saying the wrong thing, let me look what this crap is. And I swear to God, my brain went like for like 2 seconds after I saw the actual surgery in 3D, of course, but like what actually happens. I looked at them going like, you know, I straight up. I respect your service. All right, cool. You a bad lady. You're a bad lady. You know what I'm saying? You brave enough to do that. Like I ain't got nothing to say.
Paying a lot of money for it, too.
Yeah.
It
yeah.
always blows my mind whenever I hear that. When I'm reminded of, because you're like one of the most wholesome people I've ever met, and I never see it coming when you say I worked at an adult video store for 10 years. Like it always just like my mind explodes every
mean,
time,
'cause-
and I've heard it.
Here's the funny thing, like a lot of the guys who used to come in. Let me use one of these for a second.
Yeah,
Like
but
a
you
lot
go
of the
to an
guys
adult
will
video
come
store
in
and this
and they
guy's behind the
literally have
counter.
like the porn pose the whole time like this. They
Yeah.
never know the name. I was like, oh wait, I want this, I want that. I
They've
want
written
this,
down a
I
shopping
want
list?
that. No, they say this girl, that girl, that girl. Can
Oh,
I get
okay.
that?
Yeah.
No. Wait, it's $5.95. I want this, and it's $69. No, I'm good.
Yep.
You know, every single time, man. You know. That like I never understood why would you chase girls
Yeah,
in a
they're like,
porn
you got
shop?
anything with Alexis Texas here? Yeah.
I have never
To the back and to the right.
Yeah, I never went into a porn store, but when I was a kid and I wanted that stuff, I actually would be able to get porn from this little newsstand on Main Street in Flushing, Queens. You would go in there, the place is small as hell, like it was literally this narrow, but
Yeah.
in the back, behind the curtain, he had so many porn videos.
Oh my God, that's
And
how he
I'll-
made his money.
Yeah, I'll go in there and I'll be like looking at it. I was like fucking 14, 13 going in this shit, just looking at it. I was like, oh, I want this one and this one. And I'll go to the guy. He would give me my money and then I'd go home and I'd beat off. And it would be amazing.
That's crazy.
Anyone need water?
Anybody need water? Anyone need refills on water?
sure.
I'm good with water.
Oh, you got that ice machine? Cool.
Yeah.
I got one at the house.
I love that ice cream.
Oh my God.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh yeah, go for it. Yeah.
If anyone needs to piss, this is the time.
Thank you so much.
I dropped my cigarette in between your table and thing here.
Oh, okay.
There's
Well,
gonna be half a cigarette.
I'll
down
get it
there.
back for you later.
You can keep it, really. Oh wait, no, I
Is it
did
lit?
find it.
Okay.
I thought it was way down there. It's right there.
Which nice.
Love
Which
it.
version of Ice Maker did you get?
I got it used. I don't remember.
Frigidaire?
I think it might be.
Might be the same one I have.
Hell yeah.
New Air.
Ah, okay, yeah.
That's like the Timex versus Rolex. Like,
I had an ice maker for a while. I still have it, but like midsummer, I like was filling it up, using it, and then like I noticed that there was gnats flying in it and dying.
oh
And I
shit.
was like, what?
Oh god.
No.
I'm gonna stop using my ice maker after that story. Holy shit.
But
You're
I
not
got a
supposed
bunch
to
of
use
plants.
like regular water. You know, like tap water. You're not supposed to
Really?
use it. Just use the bottled water.
Interesting.
Yeah,
they
you
always
use
put
the
that on
bottle
the
or,
stuff.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
or even distill, possibly. Yeah.
Exactly.
that.
Yes.
I don't. I drink
Because you'll build
like,
up the heavy metals in the.
Yeah. I usually go to like Dollar Tree and get like the real big gallon, you know what I'm saying, and just pour it on in, and I ain't gotta worry about it.
Yep.
Because I got tired of going to like Quick Trip at 3:00 in the morning. Baby, I need some ice.
Yeah. That's like a guilty pleasure. It's not even guilty. I'll go to the gas station literally like 2 a.m. I'll get ice. Ice.
My
They'll
wife
try to
loves
charge me for the
chewing on
cup.
ice like crazy.
Yeah.
She even said right before I got here, like, "Can you go to the store and get some ice, baby? Just turn the ice machine on."
That's funny.
Sometimes it's not the same though. If you have to make it, it's like homemade food. It's like homemade ice. Like, it's kind of better from the drive-through sometimes. Sonic
Yeah.
ice. Delicious.
Yeah.
Sonic Ice does hit
It's
different.
hard work. That's what it is. You're tasting hard work, dedication, and gas money. That's what
Yeah,
it
you're,
is.
you're tasting
Yeah.
the sweat of the 16-year-olds that work there.
And Kyle Cumberland. I was thinking about Quick Trip.
Weirdly enough, I love Quick Trip hot dogs.
Yeah.
Weirdly.
I don't love them. I like them. Yeah. Sometimes I'll get them in a pinch.
Madison, I
At
think.
Oh,
is correct.
okay.
It's at 3:00 hunger.
Yeah.
3:00 hunger and that drunk hunger.
Or lunchtime.
They're
when
very
you're
similar.
broke.
3 o'clock hunger and drunk hunger hit very similar.
Or lunchtime when you're broke.
True.
Yeah.
I've done it too many times.
God damn it.
Just take a sip and get ready to go. Here we go.
Okay. Taylor,
Yep.
how do society's morals differ from your own?
Wow.
How do society's morals differ from my own?
That's a good question, actually.
I'm not sure. I don't
What
know.
are society's morals?
Yeah, what are we? Which?
That's a good question.
The laws, maybe?
Yeah.
Depending on who you are.
I mean, we're in Kansas, so like I definitely differ with a lot of the
Depending
drug
on if you're,
scheduling stuff.
you know, male,
probably.
female, gay, straight, or LGBTQ. and-
Criminal.
Yeah.
I'm pretty aligned with
Black
that.
or white.
I will get. Yeah, I'll get. Yeah.
You know, if you're rich or poor, you know,
Happy or sad?
with kids or without kids.
Yeah.
Better or for worse.
Yeah.
Sickness and in health till you lose half your shit.
I don't know about that.
Old or young. It's hard.
Yeah, I don't know. I like breaking. Okay, I'll trespass. I like trespassing. I think I think being anti-trespassing is silly. If there's an empty construction site, I think that we should let people. I think we should let that be like a Darwinistic. Like we should relax the regulations of if some drunk person wanders onto your construction site and like gets themselves injured or killed. I don't think that the people in charge of the construction site should be at fault. I think you should put signs up, but then anyone should be allowed to wander on there as long as they're not hindering the construction. And then they're completely responsible for their own injuries. And if they don't get injured, fuck off. Okay, I like to. Yeah, that is one thing that I like to like. Me and my best friends through time, like a big bonding experience, has been like, yeah, you sneak into the roof access of some building and hang out on a roof or something. Or
I used to do it all the time.
Yeah, derelict buildings and stuff. That's really fun. And like people will be like, you shouldn't do that.
Yeah, I mean, like-
I'm like, what? No, fuck off.
Yeah, like the
I'll die sooner from asbestos
funnest
if I want.
games of manhunt.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah, in
100%.
apartment buildings that we were not supposed to be in. It was
Yeah.
amazing.
My dad had this building that used to be a school, and he converted the bottom part into like an automotive shop. Man, me and my cousin used to go upstairs and just walk the space in there.
that's
Oh
amazing.
my
Yeah.
God! Like I remember, I'll never forget. It used to be this. It looks like a scab though, but it was part of the ceiling that was just hanging down,
Yeah.
and it would sit there, and it was bigger than the both of us. Like he had like 12 to 15-inch ceilings or whatever, and it would just hang back and forth. We used to just sit there going like, "You want to sit under it?" Oh my God! But that space, man. Like I don't know how many like action movies that I thought about making in that whole.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
I love it, man. I miss that space, man. I miss it.
Oh yeah. I think it's your card.
Oh,
Percy.
right. I'm sorry.
Oh, not at all.
Which one did I not?
It's the right
pick? I
time.
guess I moved this.
Hell yeah.
All right. Let's see. I guess went to you, so I'll go straight to you then. What are your coping mechanisms for stress?
Ooh. Coping mechanisms for stress.
Coping mechanisms for stress. So I will always just, basically chant internally, I'm going to have fun.
I'm gonna have fun.
Yeah, I'm going to have a blast. No, it's, coping mechanism for stress. I don't know. I just basically say, I just think this isn't anywhere near as bad as my wife is making it. Maybe. Yeah, I just, I don't know, man. I've dealt with so many things, and I just, I don't let. What do they say, like duck, water, that type of shit.
Yeah, it's like ducks off the water back.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah, I just let
Water
shit.
off duck's back.
Right. Yeah. I had a gay colleague, sort of friend, call me a coon.
Whoa.
And
That's an ass whooping waiting to happen.
just ate.
Like ironically, or
No, he was
Shit.
serious.
I am.
And
Wait, was he white or black?
he was blackish.
Okay.
Oh, well, he's
And
fine
this,
then.
just 7, maybe even 6 years ago, I would have blasted him in the face.
Yeah.
And I was just like, it's all right. I'm gonna let it fly. And that could have been a stressful moment.
Yeah.
I could have gotten angry and did what I would have done.
No.
And I didn't. I didn't at all.
I've noticed a lot of times, and it doesn't matter what culture you're in, is that most people who have been in horrible situations usually are the most calm because they know how far it could go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, I'm not trying to be funny, like ex-gangbangers or whatever, or people who used to come from the military, or I always say PTSD doesn't matter where it comes from. Once you get it, you're either gonna go, oh my God, or you know what?
Oh no,
good.
ex-military. Yeah, it's one of the
It's-
ex-military seems to either go really far in one direction or the other. Either they're super chill or they're the most hyper-reactive people you will ever meet.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not trying to be funny, but gangbangers are too. Because you'd be surprised what
Which way the PTSD pendulum swings
Yeah,
for them.
100%.
Yeah, so it's like, I understand. I mean, I'm hoping to goodness that never happens to me. It's probably why I'm so hyper. I literally have to like breathe. I know this sounds stupid, but I have to actually stop and tell myself, stop, breathe. It's gonna be okay. Get through it. Get through the moment. Come. I'm talking to myself like the guy sitting right here. Like, it's gonna be okay. Move. It's gonna be all right. Breathe.
Yeah.
Oh man, I look so damn weird when that happens.
He sounds fine. You just okay.
Yeah, it's just insane. I always say Joker. To me, Joker was like the most calm, but yet crazy Batman villain of all time.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Because he was cold and calculated.
Yeah. Especially the Heath Ledger. Yeah, he was very.
God.
He plays it very. He's just kind of like talking very levelly. He's
one
got
in
like
the
3 really good laughs in the movie, but the rest of the time he is very much kind of collected.
Yeah.
I was talking about the one in the comics, but you're right.
Oh,
That's
okay,
what
yeah.
everybody based it off of. Because it took years. He spent 3.5 years just to do this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be just.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm sorry. I
Big
apologize.
Tom Waits fan.
You not have to apologize every time.
Okay, the only reason I do that the majority of the time because
It's a
somebody
reflex.
passed. Yeah, somebody passed away that I hated so much, and it was like I should have said I was sorry, and now it's just ingrained.
You miss it one time and it's like never again.
Yeah,
Never again.
It's messed up, but it's true.
Makes sense. Keith, what has been your most embarrassing in-store purchase ever? What was your
Embarrassing
most embarrassing?
in-store purchase?
You're walking up to the cashier and you're like, oh, God, I don't want to have to do this. Or you're like going to self-checkout so that you don't have to look someone in the eye because you're buying.
I know I'm not looking at this camera, but I'm just like I'm
Yeah,
enjoying
no,
it.
no. The most embarrassing in-store purchase I have ever made is a regular size condom.
It's like I'm buying it for a friend. Buying it for a friend.
Oh my god!
I'm buying it for my regular
I'm
sized
supposed to buy
friend.
Magnum. Damn it. Yeah, man. Yeah, being
There's no such
yeah.
thing as embarrassment for me. It's like I've literally had to buy tampons and Pampers and
yeah, I mean, I've done
Depends.
all that. I mean, yeah, I had to like really like fucking zero in on like, yeah, what was it? Yeah,
couple
you know.
times,
Yep.
like, it
And
doesn't matter.
the cashier was white. It was double freaking embarrassing. I was just like, he was just like,
I guess it was not true. I'm sorry.
yeah.
It's even worse if they don't say anything. If they just say, yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, exactly. No comment, nothing.
Yeah,
Just
and it's like,
all
oh, they
right.
agree that this is an embarrassing moment. That's what I hate the most. Like, if they, if someone's making fun of me, at least I can be the person who's like having the bad day. But if they're like trying to help me, I'm like, this feels even worse.
Just
I think
get
you just
through
have
it.
to embrace it.
Oh yeah, I've embraced it now. I've said jokes about it on stage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've embraced
I don't know.
it.
It's hard to embarrass me nowadays.
Yeah?
It's weird. It's like as soon as I started doing comedy, now it's like, what can I put on stage? I can try that. I can try that. I can try that.
That is,
happens.
I think that kind of is, yeah. I think it might be harder, like once you've been doing stand up for a while, to be like socially bullied or anything, because
Yeah.
because no matter like what's being said in a group of people, like to you, like none of that's gonna like cause more like anxiety in the moment than silence when you're doing stand up, right? Like that to me at least, just that trumps anything anyone could say to me is when I say something during a stand-up act and the room is just quiet. Like after that, like anyone can say anything to try to tease me, and there's gonna be some meta level of, oh, this isn't the worst thing that's happened.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That is like it's not a shitty feeling. It's just weird when you get no response. I
Yep.
get that a lot because my shit's weird.
That's a shitty feeling
sometimes.
for me. I feel
Yeah.
like I shouldn't exist when you just get no reaction. Holy shit, from a group of people.
I'm used to that. Like even before I started comedy, I worked in a factory, and
Okay.
like I'd be
Nice.
like fucking around with people, and they just like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Take us
yeah.
somewhere else.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
I got most of my laughs from like warehouses most of the time. You know, depending on which way you look at it. 'Cause
Yeah, it's like
whether the
50-50 with the
yeah.
people.
You know, it's like, the supervisor's a dickhead, but now you can describe what kind of dickhead he is. Right? You know, is he a black dickhead or white dickhead? Is he a tall dickhead or a short dickhead? Is he is he a rambunctious dickhead or is he a more introvert dickhead? Whichever way dickhead you want to
Is he a
go.
magnum dickhead or
You
a
know?
regular sized dickhead?
Right. You know, can he not hear me when I call him a dickhead? It's just, you know, it's,
Keith, I think it's your card.
All right. All right. Madison, what is your greatest insecurity?
My greatest insecurity.
sounds like a date question.
A lot of these do.
Yeah, I was like, these are intense questions.
It's not really for me, but you know.
Let me look at it. What's your current?
Currently, your greatest insecurity.
You know, it'd probably be. For like years, like it kind of lingered into like a benefit now. It's like that's the great part of the insecurity.
Okay.
But it's like I overcompensated with like talents to compensate for like my appearance, I thought at the time.
Okay.
Now it's like I got both, you know, so I'm like,
Gotcha.
I'm cool. But for years I was like, oh, I gotta know how to do shit. So now I know how to do a lot of shit. And that spawned from an insecurity.
About just general appearance.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
just, you know, I was like, okay, well, maybe I'm not gonna be the prettiest bitch. Maybe I could be the funniest bitch.
Yeah.
I'm being honest with you. I think that's a question everybody should probably answer. At least,
Fair enough. Fair
you
enough.
know. I can go. if you
Yeah.
want.
What's yours, Percy? Currently, your greatest insecurity.
Let's see. Well, I was in special ed until I literally left high school. So being called an idiot. Because the weird thing is when I graduated, the people who were supposed to have been smarter got left back. So you know, it was like, oh no, you're not dumb. I'm like, but did you not see this? You know, it's like, no, you got held back a grade. Yeah, but do you not see this?
Yeah.
It was like, you know, I had a lady just go off on me horribly hard. I'm not going to repeat what she said.
Sure.
But basically, it was like, you know, special ed, you're dumb, you're this and that. And then we find out she's pregnant. I'm like, well, how dumb do you think I am now?
What?
It's just, I was smart enough not to get people pregnant during high school, but it was like,
Gotcha.
I'm not hating, but it's like, do you really want to talk shit about this? I just wish my comic brain was back then, not now. But then again, I probably got my ass whooped. So, those are that.
I think mine is like annoying people. I think more than anything, just like being annoying, like in the, and that'll get even worse. Like if I get high, I think that I kind of keep touch with that. Like whenever I get like paranoid high, that's when I find out what my latest insecurity is, because that's where it all like locuses around. And I think that when I'll get like too high, I'm like, I'll start feeling the paranoia is that you're just being tolerated by everyone around you. It's like everyone's just waiting for you to shut the fuck up so they can like. And yeah, it's the coming off as annoying. But
Greatest insecurity. That my self-confidence is even more delusional than I already think it is. Yeah, I have delusional self-confidence, and I think that it possibly could be worse than I already think it is. That is one of my biggest insecurities.
I've never heard it. I'm learning.
Don't apologize.
Like, what is it? What exactly is that? Like delusional. I've never,
when you say delusional self-confidence, like
I've
describe
never
a
heard
little
of
bit
that.
Oh, like when I get like a project at work, or like a piping that I'm supposed to be qualified to do, and I know that I'm really not, I'll accept it anyway. And then then it fucks up, and then it's like, you knew you couldn't do that, but then you did it and you tried to do it anyway.
Yeah. Because you knew that you didn't know how, but it was like, I could probably do it, though.
Figure this out, and then you can't figure it out and shit. Yeah, like I just do delusional shit like that all the time. Not even just piping, everything, and sometimes it comes out well.
Right.
But when it doesn't,
and that is the terrible part, because once you know that you're at least a little delusional, the next step is wondering, well, do I even have an accurate read on how delusional I am?
Right.
Because if I know, if we've established that I have the capacity for thinking things about myself that aren't true, how do I know where the limits of that are?
Exactly.
It sounds like a different version of like fake it till you make it kind of thing.
Kinda,
You know what I'm saying?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, because like you do need, human beings run on delusion. Like, holy shit, we don't do anything except that we just think that it'll work out, and so much of what we do, there's
That's
no
where
way
great
to know
ideas
if
come
it's going to
from,
work
though.
out or not before you do it. So you need a certain level of, I'll do the thing before I know that it'll be good. You need that to start stand-up comedy. You need an insane amount of delusion, because if you go to a mic, you're going to be seeing people, you're going to be watching people who aren't funny. You're going to be like, okay, they've been doing this for a while. I've never done this. You need to be able to brute force through that to even get on a stage.
Yeah.
And to keep getting on a stage, or to be like, oh yeah, no, I had a set the other day that sucked, but this next set is going to be better for some reason. It's a different room. Who cares? Any excuse I can make to go on stage instead of kill myself. Like,
I take it a step further because I don't got nothing written down.
right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and you just need that trust that as long as I start talking, surely by the time I'm done, people will have left.
Yeah.
That's,
Well,
What are you waiting to hear from someone close to you? Yes.
what are you waiting to hear from someone close to you? Come over. No. Okay.
you're not getting me shot by my wife. You crazy. She's a calm, cool person. I want to keep her that way.
Hell yeah.
Honestly speaking, that I'm smart.
You're
You
a
know?
genius.
You're a brilliant human being.
Thank you.
You know how to build a PVC table.
That's true. Yeah. You know way more about real estate than I do. That's for sure. I know that for a fact.
You can own and run an adult store.
That's the bad part.
3 times
it.
smart.
Quit your job. Take out a small business loan.
I could never do that.
Buy a dead
100%.
Blockbuster. Sell porn on vinyl.
Oh, that was a good one. I can hear that.
Oh, I gotta go turn the record over. Yeah. I like the idea of a scratched porn
Yeah.
record. Yeah.
Did you imagine a DJ going like, want the mic?
Holy shit.
Oh, man, I can see it.
You got the little LP records. You gotta
Right.
play at a different speed. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
You
That's
could.
good. Me?
Yeah.
Okay, go here again.
Hell yeah.
Let's see, who have I not asked yet?
I think it's Madison's turn. I think that you asked me and then Keith.
Okay, so let's see. Given the guarantee that nobody will ask you the question, what is the question that you would refuse to answer?
Given the guarantee, we won't
This
ask.
question.
Ah. Turtles all the way down.
Let's see.
It's a question that
First
you
time
would
I've
never
seen
answer.
this, actually. Yeah.
It depends on the situation, I think, entirely. Because
Okay.
some days I could maybe not want to answer some questions.
Mm-hmm.
I have a very intense craving for milk a lot, and my friends always like, "How much milk did you have today?" And I'm like,
We don't need to talk
"I
about
want to
it.
ask you a question. Like, please leave me alone." You know, yeah, it's just. So that's like one day.
Yeah.
Monday maybe, then Tuesday is like,
How much
I don't
milk did you
know.
drink Monday?
yeah. I hate when people ask me like, do I have a job?
Mm.
I hate that question
Interesting.
Love her that so.
because it's like, no, man. I'm like, why don't you have a job? And that's
Yeah, that's just a whole dialogue tree that there are no good options for. After you get to
Yeah.
that point, you're
It's
like,
like,
there's no quick exit. There's no way to win this conversation.
I paint
can't.
on walls.
Hell yeah.
They're like, okay, fucking bummed. Shame. And then you're like, fuck, grandma, leave. Yeah. Those are the hard questions in life for me.
That's pretty good.
You know.
I like that.
Man.
Percy, I'm gonna go out on a limb, and I'm gonna ask you this first.
Sure.
What's the most awful thing you've done while fucked up? Have you? And I'm asking this to you because I'm curious if we're gonna find out that you've just always been sober your whole life, or
No,
okay,
I've been fucked up before.
okay.
Yeah.
What's
It's
the
just-
what's the craziest, most awful thing you've done while you were just sloshed or incredibly high?
Shit. Not a lot, to be honest with you.
Okay,
Because the majority of the time I have my fun when I'm sober.
fair enough. Fair
You know?
enough. Yeah.
Shit. I think. Fuck. What have I done? God damn. Like, I'm trying to think, like, some really, really, like, awful, awesome things. But it's like, at the same time, it's like, I probably already said them on stage. So.
Fair enough. Fair
You
enough.
know? I would probably say, ask the question one more time. I think I
Yeah. What's the most awful thing you've done while fucked up?
date the wrong woman.
Ooh. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
So when you say date, like where
Fuck.
you? Okay, gotcha. It's the you get
Might not be anticlimactic, but trust me.
No, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Substances will connect you to the wrong people sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think out of everyone on this table, I probably have the most substance abuse.
Humble brag.
Weird flex, but
Yeah, I'm doing sober October for no reason. Yeah, so the most awful thing that I've done while fucked up, most awful thing
Yeah.
is taking sloppy thirds after a train. Yeah.
You were also fucked up for that?
Oh, fuck yeah.
I didn't know that part of the story.
Yeah, because I was.
I thought you were sober the whole time. All the other times you've told this story.
No, I was fucked up.
I thought you were just that horny.
No, I was that horny, but I was still fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fucking sloppy
like
thirds.
scary.
Interesting.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's
That makes a
in
lot more
there?
sense. You'd be
I don't remember that part. What was in there?
Yeah, what's in there at that point?
I just remember being disgusted afterwards.
yeah.
Yeah.
What were you on? What all were you on? What were you?
Cocaine, a lot of alcohol,
Okay.
and a little bit of Molly.
Interesting.
The Molly.
Just a touch of
Nice
Molly.
cocktail.
Molly will do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like
Not my thing, but I
mean-
understand.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
live
I've
here.
seen
I'm
guys
not a
come
big
in
Molly.
and
Oh
the
yeah,
shop
no,
with that,
I
so.
would have lived. I mean,
Yeah.
freaking yeah. I mean, the age I was will make this insane. So I'll just refrain.
I know the age you were.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
What's the most awful thing you've ever done while fucked up, Madison?
Nothing like crazy bad. I just have more of like a damn, that was shitty
Yeah.
kind of moment. So I was like hanging out with these people, and I was this first time at this dude's apartment, and everybody was there, right? And I was like, yo, let me use your bathroom. He's like, no. I was like, what the fuck, dude? I'm using your bathroom. You know, I'm using your bathroom.
Yeah.
I just had to pee. He
Yeah.
was like, $5. I was like, man, fuck you, right? I go in there, and I do my business. I'm being very polite. I'm like, you know, let me put the toilet seat down. And I was fucked up. I
Okay.
was really drunk. So I was like so drunk where I was like, let me be polite. You know? So I flushed, closed the lid. Well, the lid knocks the back part of the toilet off.
Oh
And then
shit.
it falls in the shower. And everybody hears it. Music stops. I'm in the bathroom. Fucked up. I was like, oh, God damn it. So then I go to pick it up, right?
Oh no.
And the only thing holding it together was the paint, and it just broke in half.
Oh shit.
And then it was in an apartment, and I was like, oh, what? Fuck. So and I was fucked up, and I was
Yeah.
like, let me just wash my hands. Then I wash my hands, everybody's like, Jasmine, go check on your friend, right? So she comes in there, are you okay? I was like, let me just go talk to the man. Let me just go talk to the man. And I felt so bad.
Were you
And-
still holding the broken like?
No,
okay.
I tried to. No, I don't know what. I think I left it in the tub. I was like, it's fucked. It's fucked already. I'm not gonna fuck with it more. You know,
Yeah.
just stop touching shit.
Yeah.
So
That's
I'm a
what
big
happened
girl.
with-
I'll have to say that to myself sometimes. Like, stop,
Yeah.
just calm down. Stop touching
What
shit.
happens when you charge people to use the restroom?
Yeah.
True.
And you know what's fucked up? Like, I ended up buying a new one for him. You know, I got him a new toilet seat.
That's pretty nice of
So,
you.
respect.
He fucking died like a month later.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude. It's like, damn, I didn't even
could
need
have
to.
saved that money.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
could save that
Oh,
money.
You should have held that. That's what happens when you charge to charge people to use your restroom.
Yeah, that is what happens when you charge me to take it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Oh,
You got 1 month left.
oh my god.
The universe takes notice.
Yeah.
That same dude also gave me a smiley on my leg.
And like a stamp or a
Like you
tattoo.
heat the lighter up really
Wow.
hot. And then
Oh,
you put it on your
Jesus
leg.
Christ.
Oh, brand, wow.
Yeah, pretty much. It didn't stay though. I was driving and he did it,
Yeah.
and I remember then like
He
This
did
was
it
like-
while you were driving.
Oh, that,
I'm from
that man
Topeka,
didn't care
guys.
about life
Please
at all
remember.
anyway.
I'm from
What the
Topeka.
fuck?
There's
That's
no
some
ifs,
shit.
ands,
I don't know.
buts
I
about
wasn't
it.
even like phased. He's like, "You wanna smile?" I was like, "Yeah." He was in the back seat too. Like reached
Yeah.
up. But then yeah, somebody was like telling me they wanted to do that to me like after he died, and I was like, last
See what
person that
happened?
did that died. Okay, they died.
That was a great card to be able to pull.
Alright, holy shit.
Oh my god.
You can pull that
RIP.
out the next time someone tries to refuse to let you use their bathroom too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Literally. Man. R.I.P. You know, it's fucked.
Yeah, I'm
Alright.
sorry.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh, me.
It's your card.
All right.
Hey.
He's having PTSD flashbacks as his hand hovers over the extreme personal question cards to all the times that he picked 3 of them before giving up on previous episodes.
Percy,
Sure.
Hell yeah.
what's your opinion of education that teaches men to be more seductive? Yeah, it's like
It's like
Like pickup artistry courses,
I mean,
books
you
like
know,
The Game,
no.
Art of Seduction,
wow, Taylor knows all those.
48
I
Laws
mean,
of Power.
like, you know, for $300, it doesn't matter. It's kind of like,
Yeah.
you know, seduction. Really,
Money pit. Yeah.
Honestly, you just have money in your pocket, and you'll be fine. I
Ah!
You know, it's
You show your emotions. That's what.
Yeah.
most of the time when I hear women talking about seduction, it's like, take me to dinner, take me to this. Yeah, it's money. It's just kind of what it is. It's money. You know, it's
Madison
like legal
just said-
prostitution. It's
Yeah.
just what it is. So, yeah, just nice paycheck.
Madison just said emotional vulnerability. That's your pitch. Show your emotions.
Well,
That's-
for him, he said he likes to cry. In
Oh,
front of
okay,
dudes.
gotcha.
Cry me a river, yeah,
hell
yeah.
Is that Backstreet Boys? What's going on with that?
I mean,
Was that
NSYNC?
Where do you
In
guys?
sync. I get those two mixed up.
I was gonna say Justin Timberlake. But
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Where do you guys learn how to be seductive? Because
Honestly?
I don't know. I didn't know that. Yeah, I guess
Just
that's
the
also a
practice
thing.
makes
It's the same. I was about to say it's the
Yeah.
same way as comedy. You just keep doing it and doing it and doing it.
Yeah,
and
delusional
doing it.
self-confidence.
Yeah,
That's-
Yeah,
Just keep
yeah.
on doing it and doing it, and then all of a
Okay.
sudden,
You
I like that. Yeah.
And then all those YouTube videos when I was 12.
Mainly just deals with whoever you're dealing with, you know, because every woman is different. So,
True.
you know, some women like to be exciting, and some women just want to sit at home and watch anime. I mean, just it all
Yeah.
depends on where your gauge is at. So,
You know,
Yeah,
that's
Bora-
like a weird red flag I was talking about the other day in men is like,
anime.
no, is if they're like perfect. It's
Okay,
like,
say
where did you
more.
learn this?
Oh,
How many
okay,
bitches
yeah,
did
yeah.
it take for you
Yeah.
to get like to know exactly what to say?
Right.
that sounds like that commercial. How many licks does it take to get to the seminary? The world will never know.
How many licks does it take to know the answer to every question a woman's gonna ask? Fucking whore. That's where my mind goes. I'm like, all right.
It's like I'm gonna get it one way or the other.
Yeah,
So
cause
yeah,
like
I'm
you're,
legal.
yeah, like you were saying earlier, like there's always a trick to the question. There's an answer. You just need to answer right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I asked this guy, I just got my nose pierced. I asked him, I was like, what do you think of my nose? He's like, oh, it's decent. I was like, okay, fuck you. The fuck does that mean?
That's why he
Decent.
probably goes like, "Yo, it's
Yeah.
wonderful." It's
Because that's a
fantastic."
calculated answer, too.
Yeah, I was like, okay, your dick
Yeah.
is decent. Okay,
That's
fine.
why majority of the time they lie to you. You know, it's like, oh man.
He's like, what, did I answer wrong? Yeah.
I don't think
You have to ask.
I don't think like a lot of ladies can actually take blunt truths from guys.
Yeah, don't tell me the truth.
Well, I don't think there's
Lie
a
to
lot of
me.
guys that
You
can
know,
take
not-
blunt truth from ladies either.
Oh, I love being truthful too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I mean,
tell
but
you
it's easy,
exactly
though,
what the
'cause-
fuck's wrong with you.
I mean, I rarely ever see a woman hunt for a man for the most part. It's kind of like, nope, 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 nope. Ooh, you got money. So it's like,
That is the one thing where you do see a big split on the on male versus female behavior is Tinder usage. You see a lot more dudes that just swipe right all the time. Like, it's like almost a perfect like opposite as far as I've observed, and it's my personal experience. So this could be wrong statistically, but all the dudes I've seen on Tinder seem to swipe right like 98% of the time, and then they'll swipe left sometimes if
Yeah,
they see
low-hanging
something they
fruit.
specifically don't like. But then if you watch a lady going on Tinder, it's left for like 98% of the time. They'll be like, he's cute. Okay, boop, and then it's weird.
Wait, so
But the rest of the time, we're the same
are
thing.
you guys on dating apps? YouTube?
No,
I used to be, but it just
No,
wasn't
this
my
is all-
thing.
this is
I'm
all
just
old
a
information.
personal one-to-one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
after my time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of scary on there because like, what really are we on this app for?
Yeah.
well, we all know.
But you know,
Fuck.
everybody's
Yeah.
So it's
But
like fuck
everybody's-
the conversation, you know?
now everybody's just on apps for the most part. I mean, Facebook ain't nothing but like.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a dating app on Facebook.
It
Why are
keeps
we all
trying
on
to-
YouTube? No.
You know, it's just everybody doesn't know how to like have a normal conversation for the most part. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So
I love making people uncomfortable in person.
it's funny.
You know,
It
like
is
don't
funny.
give me time to think about what I'm gonna say. Let me just spit it out.
I like the pacing and the writing out my set list before conversations. You know?
Yeah.
That's what I like.
You're like, give me a minute on that question. I gotta think about this a little
I
bit.
don't know. I gotta have like the extremely empty cup. That is the most dangerous part of who I am. Like if I ain't
What
got
do you mean
nothing-
by that?
Because if there's nothing in my brain,
Yeah.
like mentally, I meditate while I'm on stage,
Okay.
unconsciously. You know what I'm saying? And whatever flies in, I'm just gonna hold on to it. You know, and it just
Yeah.
comes in like, oh, that works. Go with it. Even if it fails, it's like okay,
Right.
You know,
You're just an antenna hooked up to a speaker at that
Pretty
point.
much.
Yeah.
yeah, it's so lovely.
That's cool. That's cool.
Would you guys ever wear a foil helmet? Protect yourself from the aliens.
We're wearing earphones right now, so I mean,
I wore,
you know, we
I
got
wore a
aluminum somewhere in
tinfoil-
here, so
I wore a tinfoil fitted hat to take a picture. Like I took a picture of myself, and then I would post a picture anytime I would go into like horrendous conspiracy theories in some of my friend groups. And so
That's cool.
So I would like post that picture or whatever, and it's like me in tinfoil fitted hat. And then I would like say some shit about conspiracy theories on there, like horrendous ones. And then
That's funny.
it's awesome.
I like that bit.
I wish I could find the picture. I'm gonna look
That's fun.
Tinfoil hat.
because it's old, but
Dun, dun, dun.
If your personal experience, even if the difference is extremely slight, are men or women better at handling suffering?
Women are 10 times better.
at handling suffering.
Yeah, women are 10 times better. After my wife's surgery, yeah. I ain't got nothing to say.
Yeah.
I can get hit by a car and be like, that's nothing compared to what you went through.
Well, then that's you handling suffering at the point that you're getting hit by the car.
Yeah.
What
I
are you
don't
thinking,
know.
Madison?
It's like, I was thinking about that because, like, sometimes when I think of like major, I haven't had a whole lot of major trauma, physical trauma in my life. I feel like I would just black out immediately. Fell on a rock one time
Ooh.
when I was a kid. and
How'd you
then
take it?
I cried like a little bitch. Dude.
But to be fair, you were a kid, so yeah, that's the
Yeah.
Nailed through the foot. Yeah.
Ooh.
Rusty, too. Slow.
Oh yeah,
Goddamn.
no.
Do you have to get like
I'd
tetanus shots and
pass
stuff
the-
Yeah.
after? And,
Oh yeah, especially when the nurse pokes you in the exact spot, and then they make a mistake, and the doctor comes like, "What the hell are you doing? Move!"
That is the last thing you want to hear a doctor yell.
Yeah.
Awful.
Oh yeah. It was,
I had
it was
a
wonderful.
mechanical pencil like stab in between my toes like a few months ago, and I freaked out. I didn't cry, but I did cry eventually because I was like, I was like
foot.
shifting in my driver's seat and I had slides on, and the mat like slid and there's a pencil and I don't use mechanical pencils. I'm like, so I didn't know where it came from, and then it was just in my foot and I had to like pull it. It wasn't crazy far in, but just like.
Yeah,
That
but that's
first
still
little
not
bit.
fun. That's not pleasant.
Yeah, and I was going into a jam and everybody's playing music and I was like,
You just gotta
Pencil my
wait for the
foot.
music to get sad so that you can yeah.
no, I made a big deal about it. I was like, guys, I'm hurt right now. I need something from somebody.
I love that.
Help.
Something from something leads nothing.
Yeah.
I do think that is the correct answer to the question would be like the pedantic, like, well, it's not a gendered thing. It just is whoever's experienced the most suffering, they're likely going to be better at handling suffering. But and then maybe statistically that's gonna, like right now in really good times when people aren't being drafted and subjected to horrific wars where they accrue a bunch of PTSD, maybe women go through the most suffering statistically. So more women are going to be better at handling suffering until you have like wartime where you get a bunch of dudes that are now shell shocked and it's like, okay, those guys. Although the people with the PTSD don't seem to get way better at handling suffering on the
No.
whole. So
Plus
that's going to be
nobody-
even more so.
Plus, nobody cares if a dude suffers.
Fewer people care. Fair enough. Yeah.
You know, I
Although
always
fewer people
wonder-
notice if a woman suffers a lot of the
course.
time. So
That is true.
You know, people with the biggest sirens get
Yeah.
the most attention.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
you know,
I've never seen anybody else like physically suffer. Like on
Interesting.
movies, I can deal with it,
Yeah.
but like IRL,
You've never like been hanging out with your friend and they have a mechanical pencil go into their foot.
not that.
Yeah.
Trying to think. Remember in high school, people would hurt themselves. Students breaking a glass bottle and got a big
Yeah.
gash in his hand.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, that's crazy.
Like when it happens at school, I imagine. Yeah, that's a bit more of a. There's a little less of an empathetic response, just
Yeah.
because there's a little bit of
He'd
a. Oh,
finished
thank
that whole
God
bottle.
something happened to make this day less boring on a certain level. Like,
oh, here.
oh shit, we got another round of food coming in. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Thank you, Percy.
Nice.
Woo!
Holy,
Oh shit.
oh my!
Hey.
What is
We got toffee chip cookies, I think.
What kind of
Wow.
shit is
Yeah, it's not chocolate chip, but there's bits
I
of
knew
toffee
it was
in there.
the right thing to not get food before I came here.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god! I remember the last time I was like, should I eat? Should I not eat? I was
Yeah.
like, I should get the energy drink and call
I
it
feel like
a
I
day.
should start saying that to I feel like I should start putting that in the texts, because we've had a couple episodes where like comics will come and they'll not even, and they're like, sorry, I just ate before I came. I'm like, I gotta warn these people.
Yeah.
And,
No,
I will
remember.
say this, and I know it's not part of
Oh,
anything,
sure,
but
sure.
I really do appreciate you bringing me back. I appreciate.
Oh, hell
that,
yeah, dude.
'cause, like I've been begging him, like, hey, let me back on the show. Let me back on the show.
Well, that makes me feel like a shitty human, because, and I'm not saying that, and that's all to your benefit. I'm not trying to throw it back on you at all. Because yeah, they're gonna be like, oh god, and it's been so long. No, but absolutely.
Things happen.
Thank you too, man. It's definitely worth the drive.
Oh
Yeah.
god, well,
Oh, yeah.
Because I
This
was
is a
like
blast every
driving,
time.
I'm glad-
driving up here, and I
that
was like,
feels good to hear,
is
yeah.
it gonna be worth it? You know,
Yeah.
this is this alone.
well, you've all
I'm
been
like
great,
this-
and I look forward to
the
getting you all
kitty
back
at
on
the
here.
very front. I was like, oh yeah, it's gonna be cool. You got
Yeah.
the cat waiting at the gate. Yeah.
We'll probably be starting to wrap up around like 9:50 to 10 o'clock here. We'll go around the table a couple more times. I think Percy, we're on your card when you're ready.
Okay. Oh, this is so good.
Yeah.
Which of your personality traits are you the most proud of? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even know which of you could.
Who are we asking?
Let's see. Who have I not asked?
I think you got everybody.
Yeah, you've asked everyone a question so far.
I guess you. As well.
Keith,
Keith.
which personality trait are you most proud of?
Personality trait. Personality trait.
Give you a second.
Outside. I was like,
Personality trait that I am most proud of. I don't know. Is it a personality trait to like laugh whenever you're not supposed to?
I think so. I think that counts. Say more about that.
Man, yeah, man. Like, if there is something that is like fucked up,
Yeah.
I am the one that is trying to stifle laughter, and then when I share it with someone that is right next to me, and then they also start trying to stifle laughter.
Hell yeah. That's a good feeling.
I want to clap, but I don't want to.
It is the greatest thing on the planet. I
Yeah.
love it so much. I love it so much, yo. That is always me. I am so proud that I can laugh at the worst possible time. Because
Hell yeah.
it's the best laugh. It's the best laugh when you're
Yep.
not supposed to laugh, and then freaking you start crying. You're literally shedding tears because you're trying to stifle laughter. And then when you tell someone else, and then they also start trying to stifle laughter. Yo.
That's awesome.
Oh, it's fucking amazing. I'm so proud of that person.
I like that. Hell yeah.
Awesome. Awesome.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
Valid. That is good, especially when it's infectious, because you're subverting someone else's potential suffering
Yeah,
at that point. If it's
yeah.
a fucked up thing that like most people are taking like
Yeah.
negative stimulus
Yeah,
from.
yeah.
That's cool. Hell yeah.
Like funerals are not supposed to be funny, but sometimes they can be so hilarious.
Yeah, oh,
You
yeah.
ain't came around in 20 years, and you still owe me $20.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Okay. Madison, what is the most irresponsible thing you've ever done while driving?
And it can't.
We
and
are
it-
not trying
and
to
it
go to jail.
well, I mean, I have a.
I mean, I told you
Coat
I
hanger
almost,
abortion. No. Okay.
While driving.
Sorry, we were talking about Topeka shit. I don't know. I'm kidding.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Yeah. I mean, I told you I almost hit 100 on the way here.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
But there's been some sketch shit, dude.
Yeah?
One time, the dude I was talking about earlier with the toilet seat.
Yeah. They gave you the
That-
smiley while you were driving.
Yeah, that.
One didn't, one that didn't make it a month.
Which
Yeah.
sounds like Roadhead, but like when you describe what it
Yeah.
actually is, burning you with a lighter, just fucking. That's awful.
Not
Either
road
way,
rage,
get a
road
burn.
head.
Road brand.
I used to drive.
I'm sorry, everybody. It's past my bedtime.
Awesome.
So anyway, Madison, you're in your car with your friend.
Yeah, in the
Getting
car.
roadhead.
In the car. I've never actually gotten roadhead. I think it's a
Harder.
lot easier. Yeah, a lot easier.
You ever been
for-
fingered while you're driving? Oh,
Yeah.
there you go. All
I
right.
was on the highway too.
Nice.
Cruise set to
That is
90.
the easiest. Yeah.
You
That's
know what
right
I'm
up there.
saying?
Still going fast as fuck.
Yeah.
It'd be way harder. In the
I start to get
schools.
stressed out once we're on like
Oh,
back
God.
roads and stuff. Yeah. I'm like, I don't
Can't
like because I have to
focus
move my
right.
foot from one pedal to the other. Once you're having to like brake and stop
Yeah.
at stop signs and be like, is this a light or a sign? It's just bad.
You're not paying. You're like, and then you're
Yeah.
through a fucking
Yeah.
stop sign as fuck.
No, but seriously, back to the car. I'm sorry. What's the most
Yeah,
irresponsible?
I've driven fucked up a lot, like in my like child years, like first getting on psychedelics and stuff.
Okay, yeah. I'm
And-
interested in this. What were you on?
One of the first times we were drinking too, but we all took acid,
Okay.
and
Oh,
I remember I got there and they were already all tripping.
Okay.
And they're like, "We saved you your tab." I was like, "You started without me?"
Yeah,
And I was like, "What the fuck?"
we're gonna be out of sync now the whole time.
Yeah. So I put it on my tongue, and then like 30 seconds later, I was like, "I changed my mind." So I spit it out, and I was like,
too late.
"It's too late. It's too late. It's already there."
Yeah.
And then there was one guy there specifically. I wasn't in on anything.
Okay.
And nobody liked him, I guess. He was talking, I forgot what he was doing, but he started geeking out, right? He started freaking out, and they're like, all right, his mom's coming home, everybody gotta get out. And I was like,
Wow.
what? And I was already drunk, like, before I even licked
Yeah.
this piece of paper.
You were drunk on the drive over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then had a bottle there. And then they're like, you gotta get out of here. And I was like, oh, okay. So then I just... And it wasn't even that crazy. Nothing
Yeah.
really crazy happened. But like looking back at it now, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
that could have been crazy. I
Right.
went and pulled up to the gazebo at Lake Shawnee and I slept there.
Nice.
That's like, I'm surprised I didn't get in trouble. Just in a big truck,
Hell yeah. How old were you?
probably 17.
Okay. Yeah.
Man, I
Yeah.
have.
That's getting away with shit age. That's
Yeah,
a lot
I
of
was
my
doing-
friends who are like, I don't know how I got away with this. It's always like 17 to 19 is
Oh,
where a lot of
yeah.
those stories come from.
I never really got in trouble.
Yeah.
When I was
I didn't start having fun
Same.
until like after my divorce.
How old were you?
28. I
28?
think. 28.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah, it was weird. It's like I've never done pretty much anything until after that time.
Interesting.
Like going to the club for free.
I've still never gone to the club. I don't,
Yeah, it's a weird thing. It's like you see girls like get on the floor and then the guys will chase after them and then they'll act like they're lesbians and mess with each other for a long period of
just
time.
all sounds very loud.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Like I think I walked outside and was going like I was like I could hear when I walked in. All I hear is when I walk out.
Yo, man.
Okay, the reason I was looking at you was because you literally have the joke about it. Okay, and I didn't.
I was like, no way. In my mind, I'm like, no way. No way. No way.
It was small. It was managed. It's going to be undetectable, guys. Okay.
Small. I heard it. It's not
Listen, the
small.
gain on my mic is very sensitive, Keith. That's all it is. It was very small.
No way.
No one can, no. If you hadn't heard it, you would never have known.
But I did. I know. Yo, man, I'm telling everybody, this is my PSA to the world. White people have zero fart etiquette. It is
It
insane.
escaped. It wasn't on purpose. It was escaped.
It wasn't on purpose.
Keith, I've been holding that fart in for the last 90 minutes, okay? I've been holding that fart in for the last 90 minutes because you're here. Okay?
And I'm right here. This makes so bad. I'm so glad I could just.
I also apologize
I
to
had
you.
my mouth open the whole time. I so appreciate
I was
it.
holding it in. I was doing my best. Sometimes you make mistakes are made. But when they do, you look very insecurely at your closest comic friend. And then they throw you under the fucking bus.
There's no way I'm going back. There's no way. Oh my god. There's no way.
Oh, I love this podcast. I'm sorry. That is awesome. That is awesome.
If if he didn't look, I was gonna fucking say something. I was like, I said something anyway, but
I knew
I was like, was that what? Was that what I thought it was?
I would have never said anything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
because white people.
Yeah, no, that is. No, I think this is. No, your bit is very
just
true.
going
I
like-
think there is very much a. Yeah, I think that I'm pretty sure as far as I've met, all white people are taught from a very young age. One, you're taught to feel very ashamed of your farts, and I think that's where it comes from. Because when you say the farts are always addressed, is it
breaking
when you're
this
a kid?
down?
Are you all like laughing about it? Is it always like laughed about, or are you shamed about farts also?
It depends on the age group.
Okay, yeah, say more.
Older, you don't do it. You don't.
Right, you try not to, yeah.
Because it is extremely disrespectful to them, and
Yeah, I
they
agree.
will,
This is why I was trying to hold it in.
They will get mad. They will actually get mad. Like
Okay.
don't do that. Don't do that, and then you're in trouble type shit.
I'm gonna walk outside.
Yeah, younger,
Mm-hmm.
it's like or like same age or whatever. It'll be like, hey, I'm about to don't come over here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to, and then it's like, oh, all right, and then you just like stay back or whatever, and then they will literally walk even further, and then they'll like let it out, and then they'll stay there until they make sure no one else runs into it.
Yeah.
Courtesy, and then it's like awesome. And then like the kids, I don't know what the fuck they do. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if they're like like doing what white people do now, just farting in people's faces and shit. Like laugh out.
I've never farted in a single person's face,
Grab
Keith.
the head and it's
That
like
shit
wah.
grosses me out. I
Yo,
hate
man,
that.
it's
Yeah.
like and he comes back and he has pink eye. You're like, wow, oh my god, that's
Yeah.
what happens. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, the muffin cupping or whatever they fucking call it. I hate that shit. I don't like those people. But yeah, no, I don't know. But yeah, no, we very much like. And Madison, tell me if I say anything wrong here, because I feel like when you're a kid, you're very much shamed for it. Like when I was a kid, I was shamed for we were shamed as kids for laughing at farts. If you thought farting was funny, I was like, nah, cut that out. That's what retarded people think. Stop that. If you fart, you're retarded. If you laugh at a fart, you're retarded. And so I think that there's a code that builds between other white people of like, oh, we're all just going to pretend we don't do this because we all know that we are doing it. So if I hear you fart, I'm going to pretend nothing the fuck happened because I'm hoping that if I do that, you're going to pretend nothing the fuck happened if I fart later. And it is very much this shame-based tit-for-tat game theory system that has evolved in the white
just figured
wild.
So
Just-
white people have fart guilt.
Yes, 100%. That's where all of that comes from, Keith. That's why we don't acknowledge it. It's because it's this very tense, like, shame game that we've been trained from a very early age.
Oh my god!
You know, this has made me reflect a little bit on my
I just
life.
figured you had to take a shit.
Yeah, and then I assume that the people who do like the muffin thing, and those are just animals that don't count as human, and we can round them up and send them to ovens. That's what. Like,
Wow.
If you, I'm sorry if anyone at the table has ever cupped a fart and tortured somebody with it. I don't want to be your personal Hitler here, but I said what I said.
Because
No.
but like the sound
Yeah.
is funny.
Sound is funny.
Yeah,
it's the smell that you hope doesn't come for you.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the smell and shit that's
Yep.
like,
And that's
this
also
is why
what we feel shame over,
Keep
yeah.
space. So it's like
Yep.
you keep space and shit,
Yeah.
and then if you like fucking rip one
Yep.
and it's mad loud, it's funny.
Yeah, because that's another. Yeah, but that's another thing that I assume all humans, but at least speaking for myself, white males feel very insecure over is if anyone told me, "Oh, you smell bad," that's got to be one of the worst things you could be possibly told is that you have an offensive smell about you, and so I think that's another
My
place
dad
where
used to-
farts are very shameful.
My dad said if I didn't smell good, nobody would like me.
Right.
And then that weird because we all naturally stink.
Yeah.
Like we have like man-made products we're like
Yep.
put
Yep.
on there and take care of that, which I'm happy for.
Yeah, I like that
know?
technology. Yeah.
Yeah, I like I'll do the
Courtesy call. Yeah.
courtesy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be like, if someone stinks, I'm gonna pull them to the side,
Yeah.
and I'll be like, hey, so I'm pulling you to the side, like, yo, you smell horrendous, and my nose is starting to bleed. So if you could
That's real.
possibly, like, I don't know, do something. I don't want to embarrass you.
Yeah.
Like, you're hurting me, so I'm gonna tell you. And then and
Take it from there.
they'll take care of it, and there won't even be anything like horrendous and shit. There was a comic at the comedy club, not too recently, maybe like 2 months,
Okay.
3 months maybe, and My time frame was fucked up.
Someone you had to take aside?
Yeah, and it was after Max, like pointing him out to me. Wow. It was like,
He didn't want to have to do it himself.
yeah, and he was like, yo, that dude, he smells like cat piss.
Oh,
I was like, damn, cat piss is pretty strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so then I was like, damn, that's fucked up. Didn't think anything of it. So then, I just freaking was like in the vicinity or whatever, and it fucking hit me. And I was like, oh shit. And it was exact, he was the one closest to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, it's him. I pulled him to the side or whatever, and I pulled him far enough away from everyone else outside. And I was like, yo, you stink, dude. Like bad. You smell like cat piss, yo.
Damn, dude.
And then he goes, he's like, it is cat piss. My cat pissed on my shirt. So I was like,
Damn.
I was like, you knew that and you still came here? And he was like, well, I already was far enough away from my house to where
When
I
his
couldn't-
cat pissed on him?
Like I was like, so your cat pissed? That's what my next line of question.
Yeah.
So your cat pissed
Your
on you
cat's
in
in
your
the car in the parking lot right now?
Yeah. He was like, well, no, it was at home. And then
I just forgot to take my shirt off.
And then I smelt it on myself when I was driving here. And it was like, so then it was like I was too far to come out. I was like, there's never too far when you have cat piss
Yeah,
on you.
dude,
you know?
if your cat pisses on you, take a shower immediately.
Yeah, he's like,
PSA.
well, I tried to cover it up with Axe. I was like, so you smell like Axe cat piss? What?
Oh, man.
I was like, yo, man, like, so like, yeah,
Holy shit.
this dude's decision making tree is broken.
Yeah.
And I was just like, dude, I am not ever gonna, that's horrendous.
We don't have to name any names, but were they a newbie or a regular comic?
Newbie.
Okay.
Did they ever come back after that?
Yeah, are they still around?
They're still
It's been
co-
a few months now.
They're still coming around.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Smell like cat piss still?
No,
Just the
yeah,
once.
because like because like I said things
Yeah.
that will.
That'll ensure it will never happen again.
Like,
Hey, sometimes
I left the
that correction
verbal
that
equivalent.
that one man gives another.
Yeah.
It's solid.
Yeah, because it was like once I separated him from the group and shit. Because
Yeah.
like
It's respectful.
I don't like back in the day I would have just made
on
an example, but now I just I took him off to the side or whatever, and then within our personal space, I shamed him.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I was very nice at first, but then when he told me he made the
When he
conscious
pushes back for a
decision,
second, yeah.
yeah, no, there was no pushback. People
Yeah.
don't push back on me for some reason, but like when he made and when it was apparent he made the conscious decision to come out despite the cat piss.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, now I gotta clown you for that because that's absolutely ridiculous. Like,
Yeah, you're consciously coming out.
Yeah.
We need to
yo.
build on some safety mechanisms to make sure
Exactly.
you don't make this choice
Word.
again.
Yeah. It's like, yo, you shit yourself, you're gonna like just still, you're gonna still come out. Like, really? Word.
I got pissed on by a cat one time. It was traumatizing.
Yeah, yo, that shit's fucking, it's
alarming.
powerful.
It's in
Yeah.
my face.
Oh God.
It's powerful. It's like, it's not a smell you just still decide to come out with.
Yeah.
No.
Try and cover it up with Axe. Like, what? Can we-
Shout out Axe
No,
body
only
spray.
a bath will take care of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bath.
Yeah.
a
I wonder
freaking-
if just the closet smells like cat piss. If that was the issue.
I don't know.
All the clothes, you gotta start over.
Yeah, you gotta wash,
Wash
everything for the
everything,
most
yeah.
part.
Yeah,
you
new
gotta wash
wardrobe.
everything.
I've thrown out. Yeah,
Really
I had a cat piss on me. And yeah, it was curtains for that shirt.
Yeah.
It just stays on for
That's-
a long time.
I mean, I wouldn't know, but I
But you know, that's real that you said that. Because I wouldn't have.
yeah,
I wouldn't have said shit.
Yeah.
Again, white
I got
people.
tricked into doing that once.
You got
Smelling like
Yeah,
cat
like
piss?
somebody just said, "Hey, I need you to do A, B, C, and D," and my mind goes 1, 2, 3, go.
Yeah.
And as soon as I seen it, hey, so and so said you smell like shit, and it was like, and everybody just paused for like, did you just say that? Yes.
Fuck.
Get it over
You're like
and
what I
done
was
with.
told
Call
to,
it
yeah.
a day. I got things. I got shit to
makes
do.
Hand him a note. I'd hand a note to somebody. Hey, dude, you stink. A sticky note? Here, stick this somewhere nice.
I feel like that's going to do more damage than pulling someone aside and telling them. That's
For
some
them.
extra psychological torture to be handed a note.
Yeah, someone just hands you a note or whatever, and then you just
Especially
you
if it's
put
a
it to
lady.
the
Like
side.
that guy's
Yeah,
gonna think
man.
you gave him your number or something
Yeah, right?
until
He's
he.
gonna put that aside. He's
And
gonna
then he
have
looks
that in
like
his
you
pocket
stink.
Yeah.
all day. Like, oh yeah, I bet you this. Yeah.
Hey, open this later when you're by yourself.
Yeah, he's gonna open it up there.
Oh, this is some bullshit.
Yeah, he's gonna be smelling himself. You're just gonna like see him like days later or whatever. He's gonna be like, he's gonna see you just like
Avoiding
walk
eye
off,
contact,
and
yeah.
he's gonna be like,
You're across the street.
yeah.
Keep him on his toes around me. That's some firm boundaries.
Yeah.
I don't even have
Keep
the
him on
power
his
to talk to
olfactories.
you.
The last time he'll say that your nose ring is all right. Okay.
Oh man, it's messed
Yeah.
up. So messed up.
Is that it?
Do we want to do one more card or do we want to wrap up?
Yes.
I think it would be Keith's card. Keith, it's all up to you. We either do one more card or we wrap up.
Fate is in your hands.
All right, I'll do one more.
Alrighty.
All right.
The top was interesting.
It's all come down to this, folks.
All right, Madison. If a genie offered you 3 wishes, what would they be?
Ooh.
Okay, it's not bad.
One. Do I get unlimited wishes as a wish, or is that not?
No, that's clearly
Standard
against
genie rules.
rules.
Standard genie rules. You go straight to genie hell if you ask for unlimited
Yep.
wishes.
Yep.
I'd probably want a lot of land.
Okay. A lot of land.
No specifics.
No catches. No catches. There can't be any catches. It's all good. I don't have to worry about shit.
Yeah, for sure, Z's, dude.
No catches to all of my wishes.
Okay.
You can't fuck me over.
Is that the first wish? First wish is no catches.
Oh, that leaves you. Okay, fine. I
You
can
get
deal
2
with that.
catch-free
Smart.
wishes.
No
Nobody else
catches.
would be worth something,
Yeah.
you know?
No catches. Bunch of land, and unlimited milk. That's how that would be.
Got milk? And then you see a cow just come up like, hey, I got something. Oh, you
Yeah.
She's this like extremely successful dairy farmer, but when you go to her farms, you don't see any cows. But she has the farms. Yeah. She has the
So
milk,
she has
but
the
no one
land
ever
and the
sees any
milk.
cows.
Oh, that would be mad.
And they're like,
funny.
"How do you do it?" And she's like, "I asked for no catches."
I can never catch anything again in my life. We're like, wait, that's a catch. No.
Her dating life is horrible.
Yeah.
No
I
catches.
can't catch shit, man.
Can't catch a break, ain't that?
Every time I try to pass out my number, it just says you stink. Like, damn.
Oh, man.
Well, that's been our show, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to wrap up now. For those of you who have never been on the show or who haven't been on a while, when we wrap up the show, I play ukulele for a couple minutes as we go around the table, and one by one, you'll just address the audience, your mothers, and God, and tell them anything that you would like them to be thinking about over the next couple weeks. Plug your Instagram if you'd like to. Roughly 30 seconds each, and blah, blah, blah. We're going to start with Keith.
All right. Thanks for having me as always. I thoroughly enjoy this. Follow me on Instagram at Keith Spencer Comedy. Also on TikTok, KLS1 Comedy. I have shows. Comedy Club of Kansas City. I am in round 2 of the host battle. On the 18th, I am in Peculiar, Missouri. I'm just hosting. On the 24th, I am at Elmo's Tavern in Lawrence. On the 20th, well, yeah, that got canceled.
I love it.
Oh, man. And yeah, I host a open mic at the Outlaw Cigar Bar in North KC. On to you, Madison.
Madison Busby on all platforms. I have a show coming up at the Foundry in Topeka, Kansas on the 16th. Comedy competition, only girl in the lineup.
No, you.
Support, you know. But yeah, check me out on everything. I'm gonna plug my friend's band, Cannon Tongue. Check them out. They got stuff.
Percy Young. I usually go to Merce down on 6th Street in Lawrence, and I just started doing open mic off of Neiman Road and 75th Street at Poorhouse on Wednesdays. My YouTube is Chaos Ripid 2, capital K, lowercase HAOS, space capital capital R, lowercase IPIT, number 2. So hope you can support. So, yeah.
Spay and neuter your friends, everybody. Have a good time. Oh, thanks for coming out, everybody. Holy shit, that was a fun episode. That was a good time. I like that.
Cool. Thank you
Glad y'all came out. Yeah, thanks for
Thank you.
driving at 100 miles per hour so that you could get to us in time, Madison.
Really.
Hell yeah.
There we go.
Not me.
Did it bounce off the name? Yeah, the ricochets on that are getting wild these days.
Oh, man.
Fuck.
Oh, I finally remember my...
Got like 2 shows.
I
Yeah,
finally
got the
remember
YouTube
this time.
plug.
Yeah,
Hell
I
yeah.
always forget. Oh, man.
Nice to stand up.
Oh, my God.
It's hard for
I
me
learned.
to sit down in a spot and not move or start tweaking out a little bit.
Took us 51 episodes before things broke down over a fart. That's good.
Oh, man.